unstoppable. Yeah, unstoppable. Problematic. Unstoppable. What up, man? Unstoppable. 2019. And beyond. It's no better than this. Tell you the truth, it's no better than this. Volume 2. It's no better than this. Better than this. Fuck the love for a feature, it's a stack. It's nothing less than certified. Was speaking on the track, made a name, now I'm glorified. Speaking only facts. Yesterday I was garbage, threw my CD in the trash. Here I am, the only kid sleeping in my class. Now your wifey flash her titties for a chance to get a pass. In the black, pretty shorty got her feet up on my dash. Think I'm dumb enough to let her put her fingers in my stash. Never that. I promise only interested to smash. Cause I know the only interest in the kid is cause he raps. Get a hug, get a dap. All the cameras that are flash. Matter gash that I scribble on the newest CD class. Moving state to state, but I rest my head in mass. And it's never been a question if I put it on the map. Recording all my thoughts, then I press it up to wax. Then it's back to my travels on this never-ending path. Imagine that.
I don't want to be a product of my environment. I want my environment to be a product.
What's the dog's name?
Unstoppable.
Name it Benson.
Makes his own way.
That's what Slipwax's fucking
No one gives it to you.
dog, and he's the nicest dog in the
Have to
world.
take it.
Think it's no better than this. Eyes are burning from the stage lights. Body hurting.
Oh, man. All right. Well, here we are. Welcome back. to
Oh, we're
the
live.
86 Bartender Podcast. And just get the elephant out of the room right now.
All right, I'll leave. Jesus Christ. I was already throwing shots.
Sitting across from me is not Joe tonight. Unfortunately, Joe's a little under the weather, so we just want to wish him get well soon and get back here, brother.
Shout out to Straight Edge Joe.
Straight Edge Joe, right? But with us tonight is a longtime friend of mine, one of the most talented people in Boston, in my opinion, and the opinion of very many people. Mr. Matt Maddock, a.k.a. Problematic. What's up, my man?
What's up,
Thank
man?
you for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. What up, everybody out there? What's going on, man?
Nothing, man. For those who don't know, Matt is a talented ass fucking rapper. He should be bigger than he is, but he's white and bigger than he should be.
Very true. This is very true. So what he did is he replaced one fat kid with another one, and then here's the fucking show. You know what I mean? So,
Oh, man.
Eddie never likes to be the biggest guy in the room, all right?
exactly. And it comes out the gate like with the elephant in the fucking room. But if you look at him, he's right
I'm a
behind
rhino,
me.
buddy. I'm a
Yeah.
rhino.
You know what I
Lose
mean?
Fitty. He could lose Fitty.
Yeah.
Oh, 50, 75.
Can I do a quick shout out to my people?
Yeah,
real quick?
shout out whoever you want to talk to.
I want to shout out
I'm going to
my
make you a drink
management.
while you do this.
All right, I want to shout out my management team, Leeds Entertainment. Shout out to Ned, that's my homie.
Hell yeah.
My hype man, my partner DK, him, his wife, his daughter, my whole team, Fresh Bake Music Group, all the juggalos out there, because we got a juggalo in the building right now. I got the 2001 Hatchet Man charm right on here right now, and everybody out there that's jugging, what up? You know what I mean? 2 whoops and a scoop, baby. Let's
Two
go.
whoops and a scoop, man.
You know,
As a fellow juggalo, I'm very excited for this episode.
we're gonna talk some juggalo things later on.
I'm
as
going
well
to talk
as-
a lot of shit tonight.
We're gonna talk some shit today.
But-
I got stories.
This is a bartending service industry podcast, so we usually start off making some drinks. So you said you wanted a vodka pineapple.
Absolutely.
So here we go.
He fills the entire cup with vodka.
Not
That's
the
if we can
entire.
fucking. You ever see that meme when she's like, just a shot of vodka, and it's like half the bottle?
Oh, that cooking lady?
yeah. You know.
Oh, man.
Right now it's tough for all the bartenders and
Who
know,
you telling? Why do you think I had got this podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, let me stir that for you a little bit.
Oh, thanks.
All the vodka sitting at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking ice cube is
Some
stuck.
big old.
Yo,
ice
man, right
cube
now
in
we
that
all
bitch.
sitting at the bottom, all right?
Yeah, we're all
Oh,
sitting at
shit.
the bottom.
You know.
You got many bartender service friends?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been in the industry yourself long
Yeah,
enough.
before I really got into me, even during like the whole music career thing of mine, I being a bouncer was always like the easiest job to do. You know what I mean? Like, not even because like I get to throw people around and shit, because that's like the last resort for me. I like to talk myself out of situations. But
Yep.
I worked with a lot of people that are bartenders. Like I worked at Short Pat Distillery in Everett. Shout out to them, best distillery in Everett, by far. You know, and Garage in Alston, which is all fucking gang members and shit. So you know, they're out there trying to make a living, man, and make sure you tip your bartender for real, because that's at the end of the day, man. The hourly wages for servers and bartenders and shit, it sucks. You know? If you're lucky enough to have like a $10 an hour hourly wage plus tips, you're You're in a good
that's almost
place.
unspeakable. Well, before we get into that stuff, I'm gonna make my drink.
What are you having?
Well, so this is kind of inspiration of Memorial Day, which was yesterday. So I'm gonna start off with a red Blanco and blue margarita. I'm gonna throw in a couple strawberries, and then coming in with some fresh lemon juice. I don't use any of that fake shit. Yeah, dude, that's the dog. Benson? Benson?
Shout
I
out
like
to
it.
Slipwax. His dog Benson is the nicest dog ever, and it kind of looks like this dog.
Definitely
so.
shout out to Slipwax. He's the man. One of the nicest
Yep.
kids I've ever met, too.
Greatest DJ in the fucking area.
Oh,
He's actually number 8 in the entire country.
Is he really?
He did a competition, man. And he's scratched. I think his turntable is signed by DJ Premier. He scratched with Qbert. Like he's
Really?
Yeah, he's really good.
He is talented.
Very. That's my DJ, man.
All right.
What are you putting on the glass?
There's someone in the YouTube chat, ironically enough, named Bonnie Malenko. We got a
shout out to
Malenko there.
Bonnie. That's my homegirl from Ohio.
I was saying I ain't seen a Malenko here yet.
Yeah, she's a juggler. I love that girl. She's sexy as hell.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to anybody watching right now. Shit.
Yeah.
Especially the Juggalos in Ohio.
I actually sent her the link because me and her talk a lot. So I was like,
Awesome.
she saw me on the Juggalo show a while ago, and she kind of just,
Yeah.
that's it, So shout out to you, sweetheart. I'm gonna hit you up after this podcast. If you're still awake, I know we're getting old.
Well, their timetables.
Those are
back a
nice
little bit.
ice cubes, brother. You got what do you do with those?
Dude, I got just like a rubber thing.
Anybody ever
Circle.
compliment your ice cubes?
No, bro. Nobody compliments me. Period.
That's true. Eddie's shy as hell, but he's one of the
What
illest.
the fuck Eddie's gonna do with a compliment?
He's-
He's so bashful.
He's one of the illest wrestlers around, man. He really is. Like his personality and everything. He's
I
gonna
don't
get
have
all
a real
shy.
muddler, so I'm using one of these.
Is that a
stupid
fucking
things.
cake batter thing?
Yeah, it is a
Hell
cake
yeah!
batter.
I learned
I
how
don't
to
have a
eat.
muddler,
I learned
so-
how to eat pussy through one of those things.
Go
Alright.
on.
Go on. So when we were kids, your mom would make the cake and shit like that, and you'd be like, "Oh, I want to lick the fucking thing," and there's obstacles there. You have to get inside, so you got to learn how to fucking maneuver your tongue and shit.
Find the little man in the canoe.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Holy shit!
Eddie fucked up having me on the show and giving me alcohol. So.
I completely
I
disagree.
fucked up. I started making the wrong drink. So
Yeah.
I'm not making the
Whatever.
margarita right now.
This is really good, by the way.
Oh, good.
What is it? The red, white, and fucking.
Well, it's the
American
red,
vodka?
white, and berry Smirnoff vodka because nothing says America like some shitty vodka.
I love vodka.
Do you?
Oh yeah, yeah. Vodka.
What
gin.
alcohol gets you in the most trouble?
Me?
Yeah.
Oof. Vodka.
My mom says the same thing.
I've fought a lot on vodka. Long Island iced teas. Long Island iced teas. I'll tear a whole fucking building down with my bare hands on that shit, bro.
Oh, I hate it.
That's
Nobody likes when you order a Long Island iced tea. I just
No,
want you to know
I know that.
Why is that?
Nobody
I know
likes
that.
it.
They
It's
do when I
just
tip them $8 on the fucking drink.
Well,
I'll tell you that.
I tell you what, not many people are tipping $8 on a Long Island
I tip
iced
my
tea.
delivery drivers for food $10. So
Really?
yeah, because dude, you think about it, right? The motherfucker's delivering your food. You want your food on time? That motherfucker's gonna remember you every single time because you tip them $10. You'll be first priority. Restaurants, you tip well. There's a line. They walk you to the front. I'm just saying, man. Tip your fucking servers, your bartenders. They give you. I don't know if Eddie's ever told you guys this, or you don't know. But in the bar industry, you are told how much you're supposed to put in the drink by standard. If your bartender likes you, that standard goes out the window. All right. So if you're supposed to put what 2 milliliters or 3 mil, whatever,
Ounces, yeah.
2 ounces, whatever the
Depending
fuck
on
it
the
is.
cocktail, yeah.
Yeah, depending on what it is, an ounce or 2 ounces, because those caps they have on it actually limit you. They actually measure it yourself.
You seem mad
They
sociable
make
too,
those-
so you make some conversation.
They do make those
You
caps.
ask them how they're doing.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
They do make those caps. These ones aren't those, but it's usually like a counter,
Yeah, when I work at Short Pad, there was like a 5 count or something, like whatever the fuck it was.
Wow, that explains why I would always get fucked up by a short
They
path.
well,
Dude,
Short
they are
Path,
heavy pourers,
Short Path will hook you up, bro.
heavy ass pourers.
Yeah, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, my whole time bouncing at Short Path, there was never one fight.
Well, it shouldn't be. It's a distillery. You know what I mean? It's like,
But I mean, you're in Everett and it's
that's
gin
true.
and
Yeah.
bourbon and shit like that. So
Yeah.
you're not drinking fucking Smirnoff Ice is in there. You know what I mean? The fights happen at like fucking Village Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
Because they're
around the
vodka,
corner.
beer, you know.
Yeah, the
Coogan's in
music.
fucking Boston,
Coogan's.
$1 drafts. You get
$1
people
Bud Lights. They're just pumping them out.
Yeah, I worked at Mr. Dooley's for a while, and all the Irish rugby players would come in and they're singing sailor songs and fucking. It was crazy, and they're all 7 feet tall, and I'm sitting there like, damn, I gotta throw this big motherfucker out, you know.
So where did you get your start in the service industry? Was it with bouncing first of all?
It was bouncing. My first ever bar I worked at was I don't want to say so. All right, yeah, Mr. Dooley's was the first employed place that I've ever worked at.
Yeah.
I worked with Mike Pyers, rest in peace. He passed away a few years ago. And Josh White, who one of my engineer's older brother, one of my engineer's older brothers. I started there. I was there for St. Patrick's Day weekend, but you know I ended up getting a better job. So
What year was this?
A couple of years back. I had to say 5-6 years back.
At least, right?
Yeah, and you know Hennessy's was right there and Coogan's was right there. So you see a lot of people getting like. They used to wear the stab vests and shit like that, and it was crazy over there. And you know, for $15 an hour, it really wasn't worth it.
Right. No, not at all.
Because I work at Short Path. They pay me $15 an hour, and I sit there for 8 hours and do shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it's cool, and they feed you drinks or whatnot. How's that? That looks
That's
good.
delicious. You want to try it?
But I got my start there. Short Path's enjoyable because you don't really have to watch your back like that. But we'll talk about Garage Alston. The Latin
ginger
clubs,
beer in that?
Yeah, there is. Yeah,
Woo.
it's topped off with ginger beer.
Very nice.
The Latin clubs are crazy. The women are beautiful. The guys are a little nuts. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
So aren't the beautiful women?
Yeah. No shit. Most of the times it was like guys that would like break up with their girls. Their girls would be hoeing at the clubs, and then they'd leave the clubs with dudes, and they'd be waiting in the parking lot.
Like their guys would be waiting in the
to
parking lot.
fight and stab people and shit. And once you're off the property, that's on you. You're in the parking lot, that's on you. You're not in the building anymore. It's not my fucking
International waters.
You're in international waters. You're out of my jurisdiction and out of my pay grade. So, you know. But I was.
That's the most important part.
Yeah.
Out of the pay grade.
I didn't work for Garage. I worked for Vita Loca Promotions, which is my buddy JR. And I was his personal security. So I watched the cash register. I watched the girls that worked from the bottle girls and stuff like that.
Yep.
And I was undercover. You didn't know I worked there. I didn't have a security thing on. You'd act up. Next thing you know, woof, you're on the fucking floor by somebody you didn't even see coming. So, you know.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Undercover security.
Yeah.
A bar.
Yeah. If you fought in the club, I didn't get involved. If you messed with the girl that was holding
the money,
the money or him, because people get mad at him because he charged $20 to get in, and they'd get mad, blah, 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 blah. And they'd,
$20 to get in. Well, tough shit. The fucking place is selling out.
no fucking shit. You're talking about 400 fucking people. He has people like Bad Bunny came through one night, and like, you know, you're getting these little fucking treats and shit, and, you know, you know, you go near him, you're getting fucking hemmed up. You know?
On YouTube, I think we got a Michelle Rogier. Say, I'm Maddie. What's up?
What's the name?
I don't know. Michelle Rogier. Rogier.
Yeah, Michelle. Yeah, Michelle Neal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my boo. I love you, girl. You know I love you. He was over here trying to. I thought you were like someone from like a different country. He's like Rogier. You know what I mean?
French.
But yeah,
I just try and
Neal.
let you guys know when someone's hopping on saying what's up. You know what I'm saying?
That's my boo berry. I love her.
So like so you've been in the music business for a while, and
Unfortunately.
it goes hand in hand. I mean, you know, fucking you're around the booze all the time. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that's the main
And
money.
cocaine. I'll tell you how many fucking drugs these rappers do.
Tell us.
A lot. I've walked backstage, man. I've been around all the biggest artists you could think of, and most of the artists out there sniff coke. And I kind of get it. It's like cab drivers. They're up fucking traveling fucking all night long, and they need something to keep them awake and perform and stuff. But I've never been into that.
Yeah.
I've actually been looked at weird when I turn down drugs because I never did drugs in my life. I just recently quit smoking weed too. Like it's just not for me no more. So when you're around all these rappers that do drugs, it's a different world because you're not part of them. You know what I mean? You're not. Cocaine's the most social drug out there. It's also the most disgusting drug too because they're sharing straws and shit. It's fucking gross. They're all dripping from their nose, and it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, he walked in here with a mask on his ear just in case. You don't know who we are.
Sanitizer.
I got hand sanitizer.
This guy's on some Stone Cold Steve Austin. Don't trust anybody right now. He's full DTA.
I got my mask right here. I did bring hand sanitizer because I took a lift here, and people are in and out those fucking cars all day. I even sanitize my phone because you touch things, touch your phone, whatever. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, dude, the drugs in the fucking game are crazy, bro. These people out there just banging 8 balls. Actually, one of my friends who's in my crew, I'm not gonna say his name, I don't want to get him in trouble, but he flips that shit, and even the biggest artists out there come up to us like, "Oh, you got this, you got that," and he makes a lot of money off of them. You know what I mean? So, the music business is just like bartending, man. You're selling your skill.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like kind of where you grew up, right? I mean, nothing's really changed, right?
Yeah, I'm from Everett, man. There's drugs everywhere, so so.
Born and raised, right?
Yeah, no
Parlin
shit.
Junior High, baby.
That's it, Lafayette, baby. Lafayette School, baby.
You got any crazy stories?
Come on, man. You know I got crazy stories.
I know.
I actually want to ask you
Nice
something.
segue, Eddie.
Huh?
Nice segue.
Yeah.
So,
So
he's talking about cocaine and the fucking not the locker rooms, the green rooms.
yeah, the green rooms are crazy. I've said it before. Like Eddie's one of the greatest wrestlers I've seen locally, and I've seen a lot of wrestlers. I got involved
Locally,
with them.
Everett's only 1.5 square miles.
He won't tell you, but he's wrestled fucking Kevin Nash and fucking all those big wrestlers. And I want to ask you this. Growing up watching WWF, because it was WWF at the time that we were watching it. Then it transitioned to WWE. That's kind of like when I fell off. But Attitude Era. Kevin Nash. You wrestled Diamond Dallas Page too, right?
I was on a show with him.
You were on a show with him.
Yeah.
So you wrestled Kevin Nash,
Yep.
Razor Ramon?
I was on a show with him. He was
That's
involved in the match.
Who's the biggest wrestler you wrestled?
Well, I guess that depends on your idea of like.
WWF.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It could be Kevin Nash or it could be the Hardy Boys. It depends on your
Yes,
definition.
he did wrestle the fucking Hardy Boys, which
You
is
know?
in Everett at the rec center, bro. And I missed it because I'm an asshole. And
You're not busy or anything,
but still, like, even if I can't make it, I'll buy a ticket from him.
He does. He buys the ticket even if he can't come.
Because I know what it
yeah.
is.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, no, not at all. That's me and this motherfucker have been supporting each other. For
I didn't
years
know
now.
that.
Yeah.
My first show with Tech 9, I had him working my merch table.
Yeah, I drove him out there. Yeah,
Shout out to
I
Tech
drove
9.
him out there, and then I drove home by myself. 'Cause some girl took him home to the hotel with her, who drove down from Maine.
Yeah. So, rap life. But, Eddie's one of the most talented wrestlers, and not just technically, like, for being a big guy. He reminds me a lot of, like, that dude Kevin Owens that's out there now. That big guy that can move. But seeing him
I
wrestle...
can't tell you how many times I've been compared to him throughout my career.
That's a good comparison. That's like people comparing me to Big Pun. I'm like, word? Like, you know what I mean? Like, thanks. But I don't even rap like that anymore. I used to do the ba-ba-da-ba, you know what I mean? But sometimes. But Eddie wrestled like the Hardy Boys, and Kevin Nash have been on shows with Diamond Dallas Page and stuff like that. And it's like, that's like me doing shows. Like I played the Gathering of the Juggalos with ICP, and I'm on a show this weekend called Netfest with Twisted. And these are the guys I grew up on. I have a Hatchet Man on my chest, and I have one tattooed on my fucking chest, too.
And Be Real.
And Be Real and Red Man and R.A. the Rugged Man and all these
Yeah, don't
dudes.
forget them, too,
You know what I
motherfucker.
mean?
Goddamn.
So many. Mick Foley's actually coming on the show. So, like, seeing somebody from Everett that wrestled fucking Kevin Nash, big, sexy Kevin Nash, how did that feel? Like, getting in the ring with the Hardy Boys, like, they're one of the, probably, besides Legion of Doom, probably the greatest tag team to ever do it. The High Fly, those guys revolutionized, like, high risk. TLC matches, Dudley Boys, all that shit, crazy.
It was another level. They took it to another level.
No shit.
Yeah,
So, and you got in the
absolutely.
ring with these guys.
Yeah.
And you're not a jobber, bro. You're a fucking real deal.
No, the first time I ever worked Matt, we were the main event. So I've worked them a lot. I don't know how many times, at least a handful. Matt more.
Yeah.
But the first time I ever wrestled, it was Matt singles at the Everett Rec, and we were the main event.
Crazy.
And, yeah,
Crazy.
and it's nerve wracking at first, but Taz said it one time, like when I stop getting the butterflies, that's when I know I'm done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I still get them.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I think you should. If you don't, you're not excited about what you're doing. I don't think.
Yeah. I get them before every show.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
And the first time I ever met Matt, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna this motherfucker is a person. This guy is a human being.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just gonna talk to him that way. Because, dude, I've never been one of these people to be like, oh my God, that's Matt Hardy. Oh my God, that's Ric Flair.
Same. I've only
You
been
know what I mean?
starstruck one time.
Yeah, you know, like,
Ghostface Killer.
well, that's your favorite rapper.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you know,
Everyone's got their one.
The one person.
yeah,
You know?
and I guess I haven't met that dude yet, but
But don't let him lie. When he met me when I was younger, he was like, "You're gonna be a superstar."
I was.
No,
I was like, you, me, biggest stars from ever.
I don't think there's anybody. Well, there's a couple people that are bigger, like that. Like Richie LaMontagne was a 3-time.
Oh hell,
champion.
fucking yeah.
Nerlens
Shit.
Noel. I think he's from Malden. I don't know.
Well, he went to Everett High, but then they
Yeah.
told him that he had to go to a private school if he ever want to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And he don't really do anything for the city anyway. So like,
No, that's true.
You know,
Well, Richie's always done shit
Yeah.
in the city. Hell yeah.
Pat Bradley was an Arkansas Razorback. He was injured. He was the next Larry Bird, bro. He was that fucking good.
Yep. Facts. I mean, we've had a couple NFL players come out of Everett too.
Yeah, I actually live in an NFL player's house. He's actually passed away. His name's Danny Ross, and I live in his apartment
Oh, shit.
in Cherry Street Projects in Everett. And he is He broke a record in the Super Bowl on the Cincinnati Bengals back in the day.
No shit.
Yeah, and then we have Diamond Ferry. We have Diamond Ferry went to the regular NFL, then I think he went to the Canadian Football League after.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And then Omar Easy, who's now I think the principal or
Vice principal
something,
or something.
of Everett High,
Yeah.
was a fullback for the Kansas City and the Raiders, and I think somewhere else. You know who else is from Everett? The guy who played Bluto from Popeyes.
What?
You remember Popeye, the
Yeah.
old cartoon?
Yeah.
When they actually did the real movie with like they had real people act as olive oil and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The guy who played Bluto is from Everett, Massachusetts.
No shit.
Yep. Big fucking.
Like the movie?
The movie.
With Robin Williams at being Popeye?
Yeah, I think so. If you look him up, he played Bluto. He's from Everett, Massachusetts.
I mean, that's
Very
my
good.
job to look it up. I'll be right back.
Yeah, do that fact check right now. So as far as like crazy stories, I mean, I've seen crazy things on the road. The Gathering of the Juggalos itself is a crazy thing.
It's a whole nother animal, man.
Yeah, because there's like just girls walking around naked on dog leashes and shit. The funniest thing I ever seen at the Gathering, I'm gonna tell you guys real quick. Me and my buddy James were walking, smoking in the middle of the fucking woods, and it was dark out. And I just hear, hey, you. And we look over and we don't see nothing in the woods. And he goes, are you ready for the puppet show? And me and my boy James looked at each other. All of a sudden, a light went on inside of a tent. And this dude had a big inflatable dick, and he was like jerking it off with both hands.
Jesus
I
Christ.
was crying, laughing, just in the middle of the woods, like fucking stupid, bro.
What time of the night was this?
Oh, it had to be like, well, it was like 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, so it wasn't before like all the crazy shit happened.
No, but it was pitch black. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I've been in fights and shows. I've been in brawls in New Jersey. I've been in fights in Connecticut, Worcester Palladium.
Yeah, but you like to fight. You've always liked to fight, even
I
as a
do.
fucking kid.
I do, but I don't. When you get me in that zone, then I get excited. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I don't pick on anybody. I'm the nicest guy in the world. I really do like to make people laugh and smile and whatnot. But once you get me in that fucking zone, like it's hard to turn that off.
Confirmed. Bluto from Popeye movies from Everett, Massachusetts.
So, I told you, man.
Born June 24th, 1936.
He's dead now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead. But he's
His
from
birthday's
Everett.
coming up.
For a behemoth.
Oh yeah, he's huge.
Jeez.
But you see crazy things. I've seen promoters locked in the back room and beaten up because they cut the set short. I remember one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not over money over the
Oh,
set.
well, one time my buddy Crumb Snatcher, who was part of Gangstar, he's a legend out here. He was actually on the Training Day soundtrack, and like he was big. Crumb was doing a tribute set to Guru from Gangstar, rest in peace. And in the middle of the fucking set, middle of the song, they cut him in the middle of a tribute set. He just died, like the Guru just died, And right in the middle of the tribute, they cut him off. Next thing you know, the promoter's in the back and the doors are locked and you can't get in there.
Why did they cut him off?
I don't know. Like back in the day, like church at Fenway, which is no longer there. I think they had like a sound curfew, and it was like a minute over, and they shut it off in the middle of. And dog, when I tell you, I've never seen that promoter so scared in his life, bro. They had like 5-6 dudes back there, and they just locked the doors.
Yeah.
And I just left. I was like, I'm out of here before guns.
God knows,
going off.
God knows what's gonna happen, man.
Yeah, Crumb's my boy, though. You know what I mean. But that's a serious thing. One of your close friends die, and they cut you off during a tribute
That's
song.
fucking
like,
awful.
You can't give him 4 extra minutes to finish out what the fuck he's doing. Like, it's fuck. Guru's a legend in hip hop. If you don't know who Guru is, Guru and DJ Premier, that's fucking Gangstar, man, and that's probably the biggest fucking group to ever come out of Boston. You know.
Yeah, for the rap side of it, yeah.
Yeah. The Juggalo world is crazy. So to define just a crazy time, I mean, the Gathering, there was this 120-pound girl fucking herself with like a 6-foot dildo and shit. Like you see some fucking weird
And
shit.
then the show started.
And then the show started. Yeah, this is just at the entrance. Like this is just coming into the shit at 8:00 in the morning. There's the crazy shit going on.
This is at 8 in the morning.
Bro, I'm telling you, I was shocked, bro. Like, last year was my first Gathering ever. I've been a Juggalo for 21 years, 22 years, maybe longer. And I was performing, and I got there, and I checked out the scenery. First thing I saw was a girl on a dog leash, and a guy threw a bone, and she crawled on all fours and picked it up with her mouth. And I was like, ugh.
Good morning.
Yeah, no shit. You know, everybody's on acid, and I love the Juggalos, like, cause I am a Juggalo, true blue, right to the core.
What makes someone a juggalo?
I don't know.
You are or you aren't.
Yeah,
You truly know when you go, that's my people.
all I know is fuck Lyle, love it. What the
Fuck that is.
You know what makes somebody a Juggalo? That's like all right. That's like what it's a lifestyle, man. It starts out as a love for music, and then it turns into something that you live, and you know. There is good and bad with every fucking thing that you look at. You know what I mean? Like, there's people out there that are juggalos that spend their $250 that they have for their life to go to a concert. They got no food, they got no money, they don't shower, this, that, the third, but just to be there. And then there's people that actually work, that are firemen, policemen, and stuff like that, that when they aren't doing what they're regularly doing, they're enjoying their concert life. And it's really just a lifestyle, you know what I mean? Anybody can be down. If you come with respect, you can be down, you know? I don't care if you just got into it in the last album. If you like it, then go do it, you know? There are people out there that'll, like, put these rules and stipulations on it, but they can suck my dick, because I don't give a fuck about none of that, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
If you're there, you're there, and you're down, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
It's just, if you come with love and you're like, hey, you know, I'm having a good time,
Hometown shit, baby.
let's fucking do it, you
I
know
mean,
what I mean?
it seems like such a free-spirited event anyways.
It's like modern day hippies, bro.
to have rules, it's kind of like
It's
ass
stupid.
backwards on it.
It's stupid. To put a rule on it, it's kind of like when I was growing up, if you listened to Eminem, you couldn't be a Juggalo, and if you were a Juggalo, you couldn't listen to Eminem.
Right,
It's just like,
right.
You know what I mean? And there was that beef, and when we were younger, we did go hard like that.
Yeah,
like,
well, the beef was real.
You ever
back
hear that
then,
song
too.
called Slim Anus?
of course,
I
man.
was playing that at the Gathering when I was there.
Of course, you know, and Eminem's like the best rapper to fucking do it, man. And like,
Yeah.
you know, I think there is a couple of rappers, maybe 1 or 2 rappers, I think that are better than him, but don't have like the hits that he has. Like I think Black Thought from the Roots is probably the greatest.
Really?
Yeah, he's incredible.
I mean, the roots are fucking unreal.
He's like 40-something years old, and the shit he did on Sway recently was fucking retarded.
Really?
It was crazy.
I gotta look that up.
Crazy, his
I gotta
lyricism.
look that up. You know who I think is very, 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 very fucking underrated is Charlie Tuna from Jurassic 5. I
Yeah.
think he is the things that he does with words and that voice too, man.
Yeah, and that all comes down to everybody. Everybody's ears are different, man. People come to me and they're like, "Oh, I don't like your music," and I'm like, "All right, that's cool, man. Thanks for listening."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like I've had people comment on my stuff. This is fucking trash. You're whack. And I'll put a little heart emoji and be like, "Thanks for listening, because I got paid off your stream."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it kind of makes them feel like an asshole, and then they're like, well, you know, I didn't expect you to be such a nice person.
Right. Well,
Right.
well, what are they doing when they take time out of their day to do that? You ever do that shit online? You
I
comb
occupied-
through shit and say, I don't
Yeah.
like this. Like, you know, the kind of person that does that ain't being who they want to be.
I occupied 5 minutes of their day.
Yeah, and I love that comment too because that used to be one of my favorite lines to use when I was a heel, when I was a bad guy wrestling, is just to look somebody that's booing me, that hates me, look them dead in the face and go, just remember your ticket money went in my pocket tonight. And just see the fucking flames in their eyes go off. Oh, it's
That's
a great
your job,
line.
man.
It's a great line.
If you're a heel and they hate you, you succeeded. You know what
They're
I mean?
paying attention.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's crazy because, like, you know,
It's such an amazing feeling to be hated.
it's the best way to be.
It's such an amazing feeling.
You guys are saying this from two different universes. It's so entertaining.
So I went from being like not liked to universally liked. Like, it's weird. I still, like, I have kids that come up to me and have Matic tattooed on their arm, and I'm like,
That must be weird as shit.
it is. I'm like, you sure you want to do it? You might hate me next year. You know what I mean? Like, because things change so quick.
Right.
Nowadays, especially.
I might make an album that you don't like, and now you're like, oh, I regret this. Like, so when
Right.
people tell me I'm getting a tattoo of like my shit, there's like 7 or 8 people out there that have a tattoo of either my name or my record label.
That's great for the Insta.
No doubt. And I go, and they'll hit me up like, yeah, I'm getting a tattoo of this on me, and I'm like, are you sure? You know what I mean? Because I'm not like,
That's
yeah,
for
go
life.
mutilate your fucking body for me. I'm like, you sure? Because you might not like me next year or the next song that I put out. Or you might not agree with something I say, and then now you're scarred for
Yeah,
life.
get something safe like a tribal tattoo instead, you know?
Yeah, no shit. No shit. And I blame Goldberg, the wrestler, for those fucking... You remember Goldberg? He had the fucking... He was the worst technical wrestler ever, but... Yeah, I didn't like Goldberg. Wow. I liked his finisher
You
move.
just like started to defend that. You were surprised by that comment? A technical wrestler?
Dude,
I don't think he ever even did a fucking wrist lock.
only him and the British Bulldog could hold somebody up for that long, all right? Consistently, day in and day out.
Yo, Goldberg, the jackhammer was lit. All right, it was a dope move, but it was that and the spear. That's all he had. At least Stone Cold had the press there where he punches your head in, does the stomp, flips you off, fucking.
Stone Cold was actually a really good fucking wrestler.
He was
too.
entertaining, though.
It just never
Fuck.
it just never called for his gimmick.
Yeah. Well, you know, and he started out a heel, and then they just loved him. You want to hit me again with the
Hell yeah, bro.
with a fucking vodka and pineapple?
Yeah, let me get
very,
my shit out of the way.
very fucking, yeah.
I mean, shit, Mr. I don't drink that much anymore.
You know, I had to make it authentic. Like, I'm not smoking because of the fucking anxiety levels, man.
So yeah, all right. Do you mind talking about that?
I don't
Actually,
mind. Talk
I'm
about
very
anything you
curious
want.
about
Wait
this.
till we get into the Kevin Hart story. Because I'm going to talk about that tonight. A lot of people are going to be like, what?
We'll transition to that.
How many people we got in here right now? 2.5?
No, 9 on YouTube.
Nice.
A smooth 11 or 12.
Okay, that's good enough.
Yeah.
I've performed in shows that are fucking, you know, small.
Well, yeah, that's the thing too.
What is that?
This is tequila.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I'm putting that in you. That was for me.
That's fine. Is that all tequila?
no, that's mostly vodka.
Okay, that's fine. Just pour the pineapple.
Eddie, for
juice
the
in
love
there
of
and
God,
keep it
please
rolling.
don't mix alcohols with this man, okay?
What are you talking about? We're just starting
Yeah,
the
just,
fucking
that's
engines,
just
baby.
it. So, now that we're here, we might as well fuck. Well, let's talk about the weed first.
Yeah. So you used to be just as big of a smoker as me.
Backwoods, man.
That's the
'em.
thing that fucking kills me
Love
the most
the
about
backwards.
you is that you love the fucking
Do I
backwards.
look fat on camera?
Not as fat as me.
I mean, we're both chubby as fuck. So.
But you both wear black for a reason. It's slimming, okay?
Yeah, that's true too.
That's why I went and changed out my light gray.
I'm always dressing for a funeral. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? But I quit smoking for the anxiety, man, because after 20 years of fucking smoking, dude, like after a while, I was just like, I'd smoke. First 5 minutes are great. Then I feel like my throat was closing and I get pains and this, that. And with the whole COVID thing happening and me being asthmatic and then being overweight and then smoking backwoods and weed, I was like, I couldn't deal with it.
Did you try smoking in any other way other than the backwards?
I don't want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, man, like when I quit smoking weed and I quit smoking the backwoods, The withdrawals from the backwoods were the worst thing I've ever been through.
The nicotine, the tobacco.
Bro, I quit smoking cigarettes 12 years ago, and I just substituted with the
I
backwoods.
didn't even know you smoked cigarettes.
I smoked Newports, man. And
You know what? That's not surprising at all.
yeah. Yeah. Loved them.
A white rapper from Everett? Yeah, he smokes Newports.
Smoking Newports, baby. So, after a while, the backwoods are starting to kill me. And I'm
It's a
smoking.
miracle you don't have a kid. You know that?
I know. I might,
Being a white
actually.
rapper from Everett?
That's another story. That's another story we could talk about. There might be one out there. So I couldn't take it anymore, and I just said, you know what, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah.
And it's been over a month. The first 30 days, I was withdrawing. You're talking nausea, headaches, sweats, fucking upset stomach,
Wow.
and I've talked to people that kicked heroin. They're like, kicking cigarettes was harder.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I'm like, yo, it's crazy. Because you feel petty, like Bob Saget and Half Baked. You ever sucked dick for weed?
Yeah.
I never sucked a dick in my life, but it's like, bro, you go through it, and you're pacing around the house, and you're sweating, and then you're cold, and
You forget why sometimes, you're irritable and you kind of forget why.
Yeah, dude, I finally got past the irritability, man. I couldn't play video games for 3 weeks.
How long? Oh,
Really?
I was just going to ask how long it took you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why? What kind of games? Just all of them you can play?
Everything. NHL, bro. I wanted to throw I felt like a kid again. I wanted to rage quit and break my fucking shit. But after a while,
And this is from backwoods, not cigarettes.
this is from backwards
This is
because
backwards.
I mean, dude, nicotine's nicotine.
Right,
So
yeah.
not on top of that, I'm fucking withdrawing from weed. People say weed's not addictive, and it is.
It's a mental addiction.
It's a physical one too, because you're putting something physically into your lungs, and that becomes a lifestyle. And then when you try to stop that, your body has to reset and it has to clear out, and you're going through that. You know what I mean?
But you started to realize in what situations you would go to it in the first place once you weren't doing it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you get aggravated. You're at work. I can't wait to go home and smoke. The worst. I'll tell you what's worse. My manager Ned told me this because he kicked addiction too, with alcohol and drugs and stuff.
Oh yeah, he's been clean for a while now, right?
Yeah,
5
a long
years? No, longer
I
than
think
that.
it's 10 or something.
I remember him posting about it on
Yeah.
Facebook.
So he
Yeah,
would call
good for
me
him.
at 1 a.m, check on me, and I'd be like, yo, I'm going to crack. And he'd be like, dude, I'm going to tell you right now. He goes, the thought of doing it is almost more hard to kick than the actual doing of it. Because, all day, you're like, oh, I can't wait to get home and smoke. And that dopamine comes out, and you get all happy, and you do your little dance.
The reward center of the brain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you do it, and then you get the anxiety. So, he had to talk me through it a lot. And, I respect the shit out of him for
That's
that.
great. That's awesome.
But I'm much better, more efficient now. My creativity level's crazy now.
Really?
So I'd write a verse, smoke weed while I'm doing it, and then I'd get tired and fall asleep and lose all inspiration for what the fuck I was doing.
Okay.
Are you drinking bourbon just on the rocks? Classic?
No. This is the margarita that I meant to make earlier.
Oh, okay. So I have a fucking cocktail here of tequila and vodka. So.
Yeah. I'm getting one step closer to your Long Island.
Yeah, no shit. That you
And
hate
he's about to break.
Yeah, exactly.
Every drink you make for me.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, even just being in the room with you guys smoking, I can feel the contact high. I ate an edible not yesterday, 2 days ago.
Oh, that's the weed.
You know what I mean?
You'll still do edibles?
Here and there, because I get these lollipops from my brother-in-law, and they help. Sometimes I can't sleep.
Okay.
I'll be up for 40 hours straight, just sitting there,
Really?
and not be tired. I'll work out, I'll box, I'll fucking write songs, I'll fucking jerk off 86 times.
He seems like a man. He ain't stopped talking since he's been here. I can see it.
Yeah, and I can't sleep, so I took an edible, and one of my uncles, I love him, is my uncle, but I don't get along with him at all. And I ate this edible, and the dream I had was I was at his house and I had coronavirus. I was like, what kind of fucking nightmares am I having? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're vivid too. You wake up and you actually feel it.
Like you were there.
Yeah,
Like
it's
shit,
fucked
physically,
up.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, food tastes better. I'll say that.
Really?
Yeah, because when you stop smoking, man, your palate gets cleared.
Oh
out,
yeah,
bro.
smoke kills the taste buds.
But again,
actual smoke.
is that from the backwoods or from the
Any type
weed?
of smoke.
Yeah.
Because it kills it constricts cells. It kills taste buds. Every time you smoke, it constricts your air cells, your blood cells, all that type of shit, in your lungs and your throat. As you light up a fucking, you know what I mean? But You know, I
Dude,
know,
no wonder why you want to fight so much. God, I'd be pissed off too if I cut off all these great vices.
No shit. No shit. And with COVID, I can't even have black women, so I'm on the fucking edge, bro.
I love this
You
dude.
know what I mean? Like, I love black women, by the way. I love all women, honestly.
Bro,
Yeah, but
same.
I love all women, but I do prefer chocolate. It's just like, it's my cigarette theory. If you're going to smoke a cigarette, everybody has a preference.
And
But when
dude,
there's
there's a certain demographic as a white dude that you can hit where some of this demographic likes this demographic.
Yeah.
And when that connects with each other, it's a beautiful thing.
Exactly. And like I said, like when you smoke cigarettes or blunts or whatever or drink, you have your preference.
Yep.
When you're broke,
Yeah.
when you're broke, you'll take anything that comes your way.
Yeah.
It's just like women. I prefer black women, but if there's a white girl available,
But if you're broke,
if the white girl's the last girl at the party, then we're on our way. You know what I mean?
Would you say you prefer black and mild?
As long as it's 96 degrees, 98 degrees, I'm cool. You know what I mean? Everybody's the same color when you turn the light off. So
oh fuck, man.
you know.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You guys want to talk about the Kevin Hart story? I'm sure our viewers would like to hear that.
Yeah, because you know what? I just listened to the Kevin Hart Joe Rogan podcast the other day, which was great. Very motivational. That
Joe Rogan's awesome.
Kevin Hart is fucking
Kevin
awesome.
Hart also
yeah.
don't fucking sleep.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
fun. Him and Afion Crockett had like a roast session recently. I was dying laughing.
Oh,
He said
he's a genius.
He said Afion Crockett looked like a leather bike seat or something like that. I was killing myself. I forget what the fuck it was about, but it was hilarious. So
But yeah, he did mention in the podcast his ex-wife.
yes. So so this is, I'm probably gonna get I'm gonna get a phone call because of this. But if y'all remember, Kevin Hart was in the news for a while for having an affair with his wife. So I was watching TMZ one fucking day, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, fucking, he had an affair with his wife. Fucking celebrity shit. You know what I mean? He's on the road. He's fucking bitches. This, that, the third. So that lo and behold, they have the girl that he fucked, and she recorded him and stuff like that. And I'm watching the thing, and they're like, oh, so I'm not going to say her name, but oh, so-and-so in the fucking news today because, and I'm like, what? Dude, it's my fucking cousin, right?
Right, like they could Google the name themselves.
You can Google it.
Yeah.
Her name's
It's
Montia. I don't even give a fuck. Her name is Montia.
It's public knowledge.
It's public knowledge. Montia. It's my cousin. That's my Uncle Bobby's wife's niece, right?
Where did he meet her?
She moved out to L.A.
Oh, word.
Or Las Vegas or whatever, and L.A. is huge because with the celebrity shit. So I look at the thing and I see her in the news. She's a beautiful girl. See her in the fucking news. Now you're talking about this girl, me and her used to hang out, smoke weed. She used to work in my uncle's shop together, this, that, the third. And now she's out on L.A. fucking Kevin Hart and shit like that and recording it. So I kind of blew my mind. I'm like, that's my cousin. Like, you know, she's fucking ruining marriages with celebrities.
Did you say anything to her?
I might have. I think I messaged her.
Nothing you want to repeat?
I don't know. Like, I don't think I said anything bad, but I was like, wow. You know what I mean? Like,
That's the most honest answer a man can give in that situation.
It's
I
just
probably
like-
said something.
I'll be honest. She probably just looking for fucking money. That seems, dude. If I ever blow up and be super famous, like I'm regionally big, like people know me here in the region. I have pockets of fans. But if I blow up famous, you'll see my dick online. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know,
Bro,
man.
you sell your dick on Snapchat.
$4.99.
Are you shitting me?
No,
I say it all the time. I'm
He
like,
puts posts on Snapchat all the time. Ladies, he's DM me for my dick pics, $4.99.
Well, why not?
PayPal. Yeah, well, hey, if someone pays it, fucking.
These fucking bitches are selling pictures of their feet, bro.
I got a perfectly good dick right here.
What's the worst that could happen? Somebody post a picture of my dick. If you're a professional dick pic sender like myself, right? You never show your face.
Right?
You know what I mean? You don't show. Guys be doing it from the
101.
bottom, showing their face and shit like that. You don't fucking do that. You know what I mean? You just send the dick. You know what I mean?
This has been a topic that's popped up a couple times on this podcast. Have you thought about having your own OnlyFans?
I mean, I said I would make an OnlyFans. It would be me shirtless with like food and condiments, and I'd be rubbing like barbecue sauce all over
Do
me.
you know how many subs you would probably have?
I'd get so many. It'd be like a mukbang, but like You know what I mean?
Why don't you do it?
I know girls now that hit me up and they tell me all the time that they like save like I've sent a dick pic to a girl. Like I'm not scared. What are you gonna do? Post it? Okay, free promo. I don't give a fuck. It's not small, so I mean, like, what the fuck am I gonna? I'm gonna be like, oh my god, my dick's everywhere. Fuck you. Good. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Girls I fucked off their friends telling their friends that they fucked me and it was good, and next thing you know, they're in my inbox.
Oh no, not
Let
the
it
thing
happen.
that not the thing that might go in you.
I hope you post it on blackpeoplemeet.com and get all these fucking black girls. You know what I mean? And I'm with it. You know what I mean? But like. What's the worst thing that can happen? You get fucking a violation. You're getting a violation for posting the picture. You know what I mean? I have nudes from girls on my phone that I'll never do that to somebody. You know, that's a private thing. You know what I mean? I'll never do that. I'll show my friends, like, I'll show you. You know what I mean? I'll show him. But I'm not going to post it online for somebody's mother to see. Yeah. You know what I mean? And even if you did, my mother would be like, oh, your dick's online. And I'd be like, yeah, it's whatever.
Well, I think you have a little different of a relationship with your mother.
My mom is the best, bro. Like
you've said that a lot.
Wait,
See,
what?
My mom is the best, bro. I used to, like, when I was younger, I used to have a different girl in every day, and she'd open the door and she'd look and she'd be like, "Who's in here today?" You know what I mean? And like, my mom was always like one of my best
just
friends.
Chill. Yeah, you guys have always been friends.
Yeah, we get at each other, and we also have we have a really good relationship. So,
That's
but.
great.
What's the worst that can happen? I mean, she gave birth to me. She's fucking seen it before. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I hope your mom sees it if you post it. You know what I mean? Maybe she'll cook me fucking dinner. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is everybody scared of? Only motherfuckers with little dicks are scared. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I look at it. So, but, you know, yeah, my cousin
I'm gonna start
fucks
setting my dick out
celebrities.
there now just to prove.
My cousin fucks celebrities. I send dick pictures. My shit's gonna be on TMZ one day.
So it just goes in the family anyway.
It just runs in the fucking family. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Eddie, you never sent a dick pic?
I plead the fifth.
You have.
Of course,
You
I think
fucking
everyone have.
Actually,
I
absolutely.
stopped years ago.
I sent one the other day.
Nah,
Eddie,
bro,
did you plead the fifth or send the 5?
Wow, Nick. Wow.
I sent
You
one
don't have
the
an
other fucking
OnlyFans,
day.
man.
I don't care.
I'm thinking about the OnlyFans thing.
I'm
But
more
then I don't
about-
want to lose any of my unemployment.
That's true. That's true. Let's talk about that.
Unemployment?
Yeah, I get so many messages, like people like, and on Facebook, people are like, yo, fuck, people getting extra $600 is bullshit. We're not getting stuff for working. I'm like, you know what you get? You get a retirement and fucking health insurance, because my shit got stripped, and I'm asthmatic, and one of my inhalers alone is $105.
Jesus
Just
Christ.
for the albuterol. Not talking about the Pro Air or whatever the fuck.
How many times a
Advil.
month?
Me and my mom, we share one. Because it doesn't make sense to fucking have like a million of them. So like we go through them pretty quick, but her prescriptions are super expensive too.
Yeah.
She gets a omeprazole, which is heartburn medication, blood pressure medication, all type Ativan, which is a narcotic like that they charge out the fucking ass for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
they try and get hooked in the shit, you know?
No shit. You know what I mean? And like she gets so many things. So without insurance, you're talking money, and she get each of those bottles once a month. And if each of them $100 each, that extra $600 ain't fucking shit because she's got 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah.
So you're really not getting anything, and your 401k and your retirement is suspended. So everything right now that I get, nothing's being contributed to my retirement. And I'm 32 years old, and that's important. And I don't have no insurance. My dental was stripped. My vision was stripped. My health insurance was stripped. So on top of the inhaler, if I got to go to the dentist, it's going to be full price. If I got to go get I have a lazy eye, if you never fucking noticed. If I got to go get glasses or something, I got to fucking...
It's on this side of the camera.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, that's why you said the left side's your good side. Is that why you said that?
Well,
no,
they both do it. They're both getting lazy over time. When I drive, I got to drive with one eye because it fucks me up. Like if I meet another person that has a lazy eye, it's like Bluetooth, bro. We sync up, and I get dizzy and shit, and it's fucked up. You know what I mean? Like
Bluetooth.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you just sync the fuck up, and it's like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Oh god.
So
damn it.
you know, I mean, some girls like it. I've been banging a girl one time, and she looked at me like, "I love your lazy eye, daddy." I'm like, that's the weirdest shit ever. And we're on my ex-girlfriend's street right now, which is fucked up. I pull up to Eddie's house to come do a wholesome podcast. and we're sitting here. This is what happens. You get alcohol in me. I just keep going.
I love it.
This is what happens. Like, and I pull up, and it's her fucking house, and I broke up with her.
It's not her house. It's her street.
It's her street. Close enough.
Like 5 houses down.
Whatever.
We live in the house of your ex-girlright, okay?
Yeah,
It's
I
haunted
broke
waters
up with her
here.
because she didn't suck dick. So if she can hear me from here, fuck you. All right.
A wholesome podcast. That
The
is
wholesome
exactly
podcast. I bring the heat.
That allegedly he was trying to have a wholesome podcast. We bring the demon
gonna
out
do
of him.
normal, and then he gave me fucking a half a bottle of vodka already, and now tequila in here, and I'm just gonna drink the hand sanitizer now. You know. Let's talk about.
Oh
Let's
God!
talk
Now
about-
you're running the show. Now I'm the guest.
Yeah. Let's talk about you for a minute, Bam
We
Shaw.
talked about me already, and Bam Shaw.
I worked with a girl that Eddie fucked, and and he. So she worked at Wegmans with me, and she was like, "Hey, do you know Eddie Shaw?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, I fucked him on a boat," and I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "He fell asleep while I was sucking his dick," and I was like, I was fucking laughing. So I text
Yep.
Eddie. I'm
Yep.
like, "Yo, you fell asleep during a blowjob?" And he
Yep.
was like, "Yeah, I did."
Yeah, I was fucking shit
It was
faced.
fucking shit faced.
Yeah, she got hers though.
Hey.
And then me,
Whatever.
it was pitch black. Shit, no.
She was cute though. She's all right.
Yeah, great. That was fucking years ago.
So Eddie's fucking bitches boats and hoes,
I'm like,
and he's falling asleep during fucking blowjobs, but he's over here trying to grill me
Look at
about
how
my life.
bashful Eddie is right now.
Yeah, he has slap face from being fat anyway, but
he
he's
looks
red
like a
right
third
now.
grader on like.
dude, I get embarrassed more and more every week on this fucking thing.
Why though?
You did this to yourself, Eddie.
Cause why? I don't know.
Yeah.
Just because I'm a fucking
Listen.
walking punchline.
Me too. I'm spilling my fucking guts here. My cousin's a whore. I'm talking about selling dick pics. Like, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck, man. This is the podcast. Tip your bartenders. All right.
Right?
Bar Rescue.
bartender.com.
Bar Rescue. Who did Bar Rescue? That wasn't Gordon Ramsay, was
No,
it?
that was that John what's his face? The big Italian guy.
Fuck him. Gordon Ramsay is the greatest of all time. Gordon Ramsay got me through like the first wave of COVID, bro. I was laying home, just fucking. When this whole COVID-19 thing started, I was still smoking weed. So like my diet was bad. I was laying in bed eating fucking bags of Doritos and smoking weed and fucking laying in bed watching Gordon Ramsay. And then like, he's hilarious, but he's also very charitable. Now from this podcast, you probably think I'm an asshole, and you're right. And but I do a lot of charitable things.
You do. This motherfucker did a can drive last year. Well, he's been doing it for a while, right?
I got multiple newspaper write-ups for it, and I don't post them. Like I post like all right,
Last
so
year's was fun as shit.
last year we donated 700 pounds of food on Christmas Eve to a food pantry, and they were wiped out when we got there. And if I
Yeah.
knew they were taking toilet paper, deodorant, stuff like that, I would have included that, but I didn't know that.
Yeah, he
So,
threw this event at a bar on Revere Beach.
Sammy's patio.
Yeah, fucking
Shittiest sound system, but they were
dead
great.
of winter.
They used to play a bunch of hardcore shows there.
Oh
So I
yeah,
imagine
yeah. Yeah. But we also did a Boston Children's
700
Hospital.
pounds? I didn't know that. That's
700 pounds.
amazing.
It took my mother was driving from Alden Trans at the time, and it took her whole van to fill up with all the cans.
Wow.
And it wasn't like bullshit like stuff. It was name brand stuff like Campbell's and Progresso and all that stuff. And then we did like we did that, and then we did on top of that everything that came in the door was donated to Boston Children's. And we donated like $1,500 on Christmas Eve to Boston Children's.
Hell yeah.
And I still get letters to this day from them thanking me for that stuff, and that's what's worth it.
Yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean? There's nobody out here doing like charitable shit. Everybody's so selfish in the game, and
Yo, that's kind of why we're here right now, man.
that's why I do what I do. I use my platform. I do rap aggressively, and I rap about things that you normally wouldn't hear on the radio, but I use my whatever status I have, and wow, I did 10,000 steps today. That's lit. So
No, but I've seen you live, and you have really good crowd participation.
well, that's the
You
thing.
make a concerted effort to get the crowd into it.
Well, most rappers that go on stage and they make it all about them. It's not about them. It's about the people.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
It's just, and I've said this before on this podcast, and I've said it to him 100 times. The music and the wrestling business is so fucking similar,
Yo,
and
you
it's the
dedicate your
same
life.
exact thing, bro.
Yeah.
I've said that 100 times to people. The most important people in the building are the ones that paid to be there.
That's the reason why the building exists.
Yeah.
That's the reason why the show exists.
And that's probably why wrestling's dying, is because they all made it about them.
Yeah, dude, it's stupid now. They don't have that give me a hell yeah, you smell what The Rock is cooking shit. People, The Rock would come out and be like, finally, The Rock. And the whole fucking crowd would repeat it back to him. Nowadays, it's like when you go to rap shows, like, they'll do their song, and then nobody will make noise because nobody's interested. And that's part of the promoter shit, too, because there's a lot of buy-ons. So, like, the promoters will take $500 from the shittiest act in the world just to fill a spot and to make extra money, just in case the show doesn't sell that well. Mm-hmm. And the reason why the show doesn't sell that well is because you're putting shitty fucking acts on for $500. So, they get on stage and they blah, 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 blah. And then at the end, nobody makes noise. They're like, yo, make some fucking noise or I'm out of here. And it's like, yo, just leave then. You know what I mean? Because we're waiting to get to something good. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And something.
Well, you can't just because you're getting up there. I believe it might be the same thing with wrestling or with performing live with music, is that you can't expect people to like you just because you're on stage, just because you're in front of everybody.
Yeah, you gotta
do something past
Gotta
that.
work for it.
You got to have those interpersonal skills. When I get off stage, I don't sit in the back with the big artists. I go in the crowd.
Yeah.
I mosh pit with them. I'm signing autographs.
I talked to you after I saw you play. You don't even remember that it happened, but I know what happened.
Yeah, well,
a 20-minute conversation.
You meet thousands of people, and I'll never pretend that I remember somebody if I don't, because that's even more disrespect. Like, it's when you get off stage and there's hundreds of people coming up to you, you're just trying to make sure you please everybody, and it's tough to remember everybody. There are some conversations that you have with people that do strike home, because most of the people that meet you are rappers, and they're like, yo, we should do a record together. And those are the people I want to forget, because those people are just looking for me to get on a track with them and build their clout and get them my viewers and stuff. And then there's people that come up to you and say, hey, man, I was very suicidal at one point, and your song Remember the Day has got me through. And then those are the people that I will reach out to on Christmas and holidays and be like, Merry Christmas to you, and send them free fucking things and shout them out and stuff like that. And that's things that keep me going. And as a wrestler with you, I'm sure you've had similar experiences, because I'm in the independent wrestling scene now. I've done a few shows, and those kids that come to the local Irish American clubs, they're loyal.
Yeah.
They're loyal. They got that. Who's that lion? The dude, the lion, or whatever I don't know his name, but he's got like a strong following. The Boston dude, McCarthy, he's got a good following. Vern Vicalo, shout out to him. He's a juggalo too.
Vern's a juggalo?
Vern's a juggalo,
no
bro.
shit.
He's wrestled for JCW shit.
Has he really?
Yeah,
Good
he
for
wrestled
him.
the Gathering
He's a
and
good
shit.
kid. He's a
No,
good
Vern's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And some of these dudes, man, like they're real down to earth. Just like you, man. When I watch your old stuff, man, I'm like, the woman in the crowd that was giving you shit, and you walked up and you like try to give her a handshake, and she went.
No, try to hug her.
And then you like blah right in her face. Like,
Well, actually, true story. So Kevin Nash had just hugged her. So me and this bitch would be going fucking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and Kevin Nash finally got off the ring, went over and hugged her, and then I get off the fucking ring and I go to hug her, and I'm saying to her, hit me. Like, I'm telling her, hit me in the face. And she's like, no, fuck you. And I'm like, no, slap me. Like, it'll be awesome. And she's like, no, fuck you. And then that's when I had to go,
Yeah.
But, dude, I was just like, begging this woman to slap me across the face because the place would have gone
Out of all the times, Eddie.
insane.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Out of all the times.
Yeah.
Finally, a woman won't slap you in the face no matter how hard you ask.
But yeah, dude, I get it. I get that. But that goes back to what you were saying about the most important people being there.
Are them. And
know
you
what I
catering
mean?
to them is like hats off to you.
Dude,
because
this
you
woman could have
understand.
fucking knocked a tooth out of my fucking
Yeah.
face. But I immediately accepted it because I knew that gymnasium,
The pop
that
would've been
1,000 of
crazy.
people, it would have been, we could have I could have rolled in the ring, taken the slap, rolled in the ring. Kevin Nash could have kicked me in the face, 1, 2, 3, and we could have walked out of there.
And it would have been
We coulda-
electrified.
we could have ended the show on that note.
For those who don't know, a pop is the crowd response. What's a fuck finish?
A fuck finish?
Yeah. Wrestling slang right now.
Like a real fuck finish or
Yeah.
like a gimmick fuck finish?
So is a fuck finish like kind of like the Montreal screw job?
Yeah, but that's depending on who you ask.
True. So
That's a gimmick too. That was a work. Razor Ramon completely believes the Montreal Screwjob's a fake. That Brett was in on it.
Really?
Eddie,
Yeah.
first of all, can you just say what a fuck finish is before we go
Yeah, what's a fuck finish?
into deep conspiratorial
A fuck
wrestling
finish
theory?
is when the heel does something that cheats. He cheats at the end, whether it's like an interference from a manager, a low blow, but the ref can't see it, and that type of shit, run in type of shit, and he gets over on the baby face for it.
Now that we know what a fuck finish is, in the ring, have you ever took have they ever slipped up and really punched you in the face?
Yeah, Sabu fucking punched. He's not the
Okay, this cocksucker right here. He's like, yeah, Sabu, the fucking
That was
most
the
legendary guy ever that he wrestled. You know what I mean? He's wrestled Sabu. We're talking about me. I opened for Insane Clown Posse. It's dudes wrestling Sabu
and
Kevin
Bone Thugs in
Nash.
Harmony.
Then it was funny about Bone Thugs. That was the first show, and then I ended up playing The Gathering with them, and then came back to New Hampshire with them, and then went down to Rhode Island with them. Busy Bone is a cool motherfucker, bro.
When he shows up.
Yeah, but you wrestled Sabu, bro.
Yeah, so I've been hit harder than him, but he punched me square in the mouth, and it was a complete accident. He expected me to sell the punch before I sold the punch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he punched me square in the mouth, and immediately he grabs me in a headlock and puts me in the corner, and he starts apologizing. He's like, "Oh my God, I'm so fucking sorry, brother. I'm so sorry, brother." And we're like, he literally the next 2 or 3 minutes apologized over and over again.
You didn't give him a receipt?
No. No. I hit him pretty good with the chair.
Yeah.
He
What's
said
a
lay
chair
into
shot
me.
feel like?
Head or back.
Well, we know the head is
Head feels like you shouldn't have done that.
exactly. You just gotta clench the shoulders together. You know what I mean?
Dude, yeah, it's something.
But that's
I've
like a
done-
badge of honor. If you could take a fucking headshot.
It
But
used to be. Now it's just a.
The
it's-
back, it probably just depends on how it.
Yeah, it depends on the guy swinging it. Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of put your arms back,
Yeah, to kind of brace it.
right? But
Yeah.
you don't want your elbows past your back.
Yeah,
because
so
you don't
just
want
kind of flex your lats and stuff.
Yeah, and if someone gets you and they know what they're doing, the worst is a little sting. But I've had fucking Jerry Sags hit me from behind. I don't even know what the fuck he hit me with. Probably because of how hard he hit me. But it wrapped around my head. I think it was a fucking a wet floor sign. And he hit me in the back of the head and it wrapped around and clipped me in the fucking nose. Oh,
And you gotta pretend you gotta act like it hurt, but you gotta.
Motherfucker, there was no acting.
Yeah. you gotta sell
Yeah,
it.
dude,
you know?
yeah. Oh, yeah, there's been plenty of times where I didn't need to sell because it was real.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, ECW, man, you watch some of them old fucking things and you're like, that was real. Like New Jack. I've actually talked to New Jack. New Jack's a cool dude.
He is a cool dude. He was on a Big Time Wrestling show last year.
Yeah, he's a really cool dude, and he. Sorry, guys.
No problem. You're a popular guy.
It's my sister. She calls me once a year. No. Hi, John A. Eddie knows my sister's a gangster. She used to beat dudes up in high school. But New Jack is like a lot of people give him shit because of the whole mass transit thing, and it's probably the most popular wrestling story of all time.
Yeah.
Is the mass transit shit. But that mass transit kid was a fucking idiot for lying. And another thing too is you watch the Dark Side of the Ring. He was he came back there and tried to tell me what he wanted to do. You can't go to a ring veteran and especially a ring general.
And the kid's dad is his dad was there.
Yeah.
His dad watched the whole thing happen.
And New Jack likes hurting people. You don't go into a ring and say, "Hey, I want some color." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to New Jack.
You can't tell him you want some color. If you don't know what color means, it means blood.
Blood, yeah.
You can't say, "Fucking hey, I want some color." He took an old barber's straight edge and cut this dude down to his skull. There was blood squirting out of this dude's forehead.
Pouring.
And they go, "Do you care that he died?" And he was like, "Hell, fucking no."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
New
yeah, he
Jack
tried to
stabbed
fucking-
somebody 8 or 9 times in the ring with a fucking shank from his boot.
An old dude.
Bro,
Dude, that was
it's crazy.
74.
No, he beat the shit out of an old dude that was 74. And then the guy that he stabbed in the back and the neck was a different guy, who again came up to New Jack and said, "I want to do this, I want to do that." New Jack
Crazy.
was like, "Hold up," and the guy.
New Jack
flipped.
jumped off a 20-foot fucking.
He's a different level insane.
Who was the dude he wrestled that he really hurt?
the guy that he threw off the scaffolding. Mm-hmm. Almost fucking broke his neck. I forget
It wasn't
forget
Shane
the guy's.
Douglas.
No, it wasn't.
It was it the dude from Public Enemy?
No. It was nobody that was ever big. I don't know. I forget because it was an XPW.
And then there was a dude that split his skull open.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who the fuck that was too.
That was the guy from that. It was a fucked up move.
Yeah,
New Jack split his skull.
Yeah, dude.
Guy never called him. See how he was doing.
Yeah, New Jack wanted his ass, bro.
Oh yeah,
he wanted his ass, bro.
Yeah. So for whoever has never seen that match, Google the New Jack scaffolding. But New Jack had a fucking taser in his back pocket.
Tased the dude, yeah.
So the scaffolding match is like the scaffolding is like 20 feet above the wrestling ring, and they each climb up on the side. This is supposed to have like a legitimate. Oh, and then the ring underneath is covered in tables, but not just like one layer of tables. It's like 2 layers. Or 3 layers of tables. Yeah. And the way New Jack fucking tells the story is they got up there, and he, as soon as they started, he just pulled out the taser and fucking got him in the neck, and the fucking guy drops to the ground, and he's like, New Jack, stop, I can't.
Try to describe the noise he made when he first got blasted.
Oh, I don't know. You can't hear him. This was like in the 90s or 2000s.
No, we watched Dark Side of the Ring. The guy
it was 2000s.
Yeah.
Oh, no, remember? It wasn't the guy that made the noise. It was like
it was a fan of the crowd.
Yeah, it was a fan of the crowd.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, the first scaffold match that was like ever done was Legion of Doom versus was it the Rock and Roll Express? I forget. But it was Legion of Doom. I watched the Dark Side of the Ring for that one too, and they did a scaffold match. And the original old scaffolds had like PVC pipe as railings, and it was like wobbly. And
it was awful.
And they were all scared of heights.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, New Jack fucking zaps this guy. Guy falls to the fucking ground and says, New Jack, stop. I can't feel my legs.
Yeah.
New Jack goes, you're not going to need them. And he just tosses the fucking guy off the fucking back. Misses most of the tables. Hits one table, like, somehow only had like a separated.
Anybody that says wrestling's fake is a lie. If you can watch a movie and then say wrestling's fake, like, okay, you watch, say, Harry Potter, fake as fuck, right? But you watch wrestling and say it's fake, the physicality's real.
My dad always called it a male soap opera.
It is, but it's like, if I throw you off, like, all right, so I've been in a wrestling ring, and it's almost the same as a boxing ring. There might be a little more give to it, but it's plywood with like a layer of foam maybe underneath. And that's where you hear that loud like slap when you hit the ring, because it's fucking plywood. People think it's a pillow. It's not. If I slam you through a table or off a ladder or hit you with a ladder or fucking DDT you the wrong way, it's gonna hurt.
How bad do you want to put somebody through a table?
Let me tell you something. I want to 3D somebody through a table.
You've talked about
so
us
bad.
putting somebody through a table at fucking Middle East shows.
Lead said
Everett
I could.
Festival at the Everett Fest.
Imagine if I fucking at the Wynn Casino just fucking that stage is huge. Imagine I just powerbomb somebody off the fucking stage through a table.
Can we do that this year?
There's not gonna be a fucking.
You don't think there's gonna be a Village Fest?
I was supposed to play a show with Tech Nine a couple of days ago at the Worcester Palladium. That got postponed, and the management reached back out to me, said they were postponed until October. So this whole COVID thing isn't gonna go away. It's not something that's just gonna disappear, and the vaccine's miles from being done. And they're not going to allow 2,000, 3,000 people to get in there. Because if one person in there got COVID-19, next day...
Liability for days.
Everybody's going to have it. And, I never got a flu shot in my life.
Yeah.
And I never got the flu. I got the flu once when I was fucking maybe 18.
Yeah.
Never got it again. I'm 32 now. Knock on wood. I'm not saying I'm invincible, but I do things to take care of my immune system.
Right.
So, my mom had the flu recently. I didn't get it. And I was cleaning up after her and stuff like that. She had the flu, and then she got like the neurovirus like 2 days after she recovered from the flu. So she was like fucked up. And I was cleaning up the throw up and stuff, and I didn't get nothing. You know what I mean? Because I take care of myself. I mean, I eat like shit sometimes. I'm big naturally. We're big kids.
Yeah.
We'll never be his size. You can't see him on the camera, the sound guy over here, but he's probably
Gentleman's
about
5'8".
140 pounds.
160, but
close.
You're a big man.
I am a big man, yeah. I get cheeseburgers at Fuddruckers bigger than this motherfucker. So.
Me too, man. And if I hit 170 pounds, I look like I can't even move, dude. My body can't even put the weight on.
So I know we're getting a good conversation, and I'm having a really good time, so thanks for having me. But
Oh, thank you.
I want to get into something real quick. I got to plug something real quick. I'm this Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
I am
Definitely
doing,
wanted to get into
Yeah,
this.
we're definitely capping at 2 hours tonight because I'm having a good time. We're doing it at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, we're just over an hour in.
Yeah. So I have a show this Saturday.
But after I do want to get back to the COVID shit with you. I got like a couple questions
100%,
about like because we got to talk about the real world too.
100%.
We've been living in our past and fantasies long
Yeah,
enough.
but our past and fantasies are fucking lit. So.
Yeah, we've had some good fucking
We've had some good
we had
times.
some good shit.
A lot more to come.
Yeah.
So this Saturday is something called NetFest. They call it a free
On your
per-view.
couch, right?
On your couch.
They took like the in your house
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
logo.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Twisted used to be Psychopathic on Psychopathic with ICP. Twisted, they started their own label, MNE.
I love Twisted.
Yeah, Twisted's dope.
I used to like them more than ICP when I was younger.
I like them both.
Yeah, you got to say that.
I like ICP's music better. You know what I mean? And, I've had enjoyable situations with both of them. And they've both thrown me alley-oops. But ICP is instrumental to everything that I do.
Yeah.
My merchandising, everything like that. Twisted's older music, I'm a huge fan of.
Love that
I didn't
shit.
really like the newer stuff. It wasn't my style. I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying it's whack. But I wasn't.
It's just not what you grew up on.
It's not what I like.
Yeah.
You know, and ICP.
And that, like you said, that's not a knock because, like, I kind of hate that when an artist puts out an album and it's not their old shit and people fucking give them, like, shit about it. And it's like, well, they're human. Like, you got to expect that they evolved. Exactly.
Nas will never make another Illmatic. So.
Right, so get over it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Like, Eminem's never going to make a fucking another Slim Shady
No,
LP.
you'll never hear anything like that again.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And people get older and they don't have the same views. They don't have the same train of thought. And,
Right.
You know, like, and that's what it is. But Twisted, they reached out to me. Sometimes I call them last minute entertainment because they reached out to me at 2 a.m. and I was just about to fall asleep. And they say, "Hey, you want to be part of a video program?" I said, "Sure." And I recorded a 1-song performance of my new single, "Is There a Problem?" Me and Slipwax did it. It's a good song.
It is.
It's
Perfect for that.
Yeah, it's on its way to 40,000 video views right now, and it's doing pretty well.
Yeah, man.
We just
And,
actually.
dude, this motherfucker talking about me earlier about how humble I am and shit. 40,000 views is a lot for a guy.
For every kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? None of my matches have 40,000 views.
You just got to do it right. Is it an organic thing? No, in my situation, you put something out, you'll get 5,000 views organically just from people that know who you are. But it's all about how you promote it. It's all about hitting the right algorithms.
Yeah,
and the right
I never
amount of
promoted
money.
any of my matches.
There you go.
Yeah.
Promotion gets it in the hands of people who didn't know about it.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing. That's why
I know. Ken Kennedy called me an idiot one time for not applying for WWE, and I was just like, well, if they'll come get me if they want me. He goes, no, they don't
it's
know
not how it is.
They don't know who you are. I'm like, don't they have somebody in the office just like watching shit online? And he's like, they don't give a shit about the
they
internet.
have scouts, but how many? There's 50 states, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody's got an independent. Everybody's got a big time wrestling. Shout out to
no,
Big Time Wrestling.
No, not everybody. That's why Big Time Wrestling is Big Time Wrestling.
Well, and you also got Mr. fucking Perkins there putting money behind promotion and booking the right acts.
Putting brains behind promotions.
Exactly.
That's the difference between them and everybody else.
Exactly. So to make a long story longer, we so they reached out to me and they were like, "We want 1 song from you." Now, I'm probably gonna get lost in the sauce. It's a 10-hour fucking stream. But it has Redman, it has B-Real from Cypress Hill, R.A. the Rugged Man, all types of people.
Dude, you don't know. You could be fucking right after Redman.
I could be.
You know what I mean?
I could be. And a lot of people, when they asked who they wanted to see, there was about 150 comments that said Problematic. And, and that's humbling. You know what I mean? So that's this Saturday, and I believe if it's...
What time? Well, you said it's 10 hours, right?
It's 10 hours, so I imagine it's 2 to midnight. Because Twisted's main show with, like, Axe and Twisted and Dirtball and Blaze and... all these other artists. I imagine Redman and Ari the Rugged Man, everybody's going to be on the main event.
Yeah.
That starts at 7. Do I think I'm going to be on the fucking main event? No. What I think they did, too, was that they had a lot of buy-ons for their tour. And since they couldn't tour, they gave them another option.
The first shots, yeah.
So you probably will see some less favorable acts. You'll see some good ones. But I've literally, artists from MNE themselves have said I was the best act they've seen in the entire country.
And see, I believe that.
Yeah, I mean,
I know you don't, but I do.
I mean, there's people out there that are really good. Like in Massachusetts alone, like you got kids like Token who blew the fuck up. You know what I mean? And I used to be on the label Glass House with Token fucking years ago. Like, you know, and he used to watch me record, and he blew the fuck up. I'm nowhere near selling like that kid right now. Joyner Lucas blew the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
John Lucas just did a song with Will Smith.
Yeah.
Will fucking
Will
Smith.
And Will Smith.
He went
gave
from
him
Eminem to Will Smith.
I mean, to me, that's going up because Will Smith is more influential in life.
That's the next level. Eminem is here because it's only been music.
Yeah.
Will Smith is here because he's fucking
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, bro.
Everything he's touched turned to gold.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Movies, TV, music, everything.
When's the last time you watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Like a week ago.
It's timeless. It's timeless.
Yeah, I have the box set.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's still relatable today, which is crazy.
Hell yeah,
and
dude.
that's why Will Smith will forever be a legend. And Will Smith gave him
I
a
am
really
legend.
good verse.
Huh?
He gave him such a good verse too. Like,
yeah.
And I don't particularly like the song, but you know, I love Will Smith. I think a lot of rappers now that we plugged the show, you guys know this Saturday it starts at like 2 in the afternoon.
You don't know what time you're on yet?
Not yet.
Once you find out, let me know. I'll plug it on the fucking Instagram and shit. Hell yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you piece of shit.
You know,
You're trying to fucking help here.
No,
you
I get it. You know what I mean?
What you want him to say to you, Eddie?
Yeah.
Not
Thank
but
you, Master. Thank you.
No, it's great. It's just like
You know,
yeah. Just yeah.
Listen, I'm a realist in life, and I don't think that anybody else would want me any different. Do I think I'm going to get a prime spot? No. There's 10 hours of X. I'm going to be in there somewhere. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to watch.
You know there's going to be motherfuckers watching it for 10 hours straight.
Of course. I don't even know if I'm going to watch it because I'm fucking busy. You know what I mean? But I did him the favor. I went out and I shot the fucking video. If you catch it, you catch it. You don't, you don't. It's cool at the end of the day. I'm just happy to be attached to the fucking program.
So what is it? They're playing your video?
I recorded a live performance of Is There a Problem with me and Slipwax.
Nice.
I have them doing the cuts live, and, you know, we just kind of shouted out the frontline workers and stuff
Dude,
like that.
I mean, I don't know if it's legal, but fuck it, come after me. Give me some fucking steam. I'll live stream your performance off of my channel.
Yeah, you can do it.
On Twitch and YouTube.
Because it's a live performance.
Just so it reaches other people.
Like,
it's community based.
I hope you don't get silenced on the video you played in the beginning because
I shouldn't. You gave me permission.
I know, but
if YouTube's watching, this is the motherfucker that performed. Everybody's credits is in the intro, and in the outro, it's him too.
Eddie, you're not special. YouTube's not watching you, thinking about what you're doing. All right.
YouTube flagged my intro already.
So
one of them. But this is the motherfucker.
I do give him permission to use my music. The thing is like they played me on the Juggalo show. Like ICP aired a lot of my videos and songs, and they silenced them because my shit is heavily protected. And which is a gift and a curse because, you know, like I had to message like my distribution and tell them, hey, Magic Ninja is going to be using my music, this, that, the third, like, and that's just because people are stealing stuff, you know what I mean? But I don't think you're going to get flagged, especially like, you know, if they did look at the video and they're like, oh, that's him.
But you do have to DMCA the shit out of your tracks because someone's going to use it on a social media platform and there should be a strike because like nowadays, dude.
What? You get paid for it now.
Yeah, but you got to DMCA it if they didn't get permission to use it. So it's a DMCA strike. So that's what it comes up as.
Yeah.
It's like Digital Media Communications Act, like strike.
What they'll do is they'll like silence the audio and then this, that, third. But like, if somebody does like upload my shit to YouTube, like, you know, a lot of skaters, they use hip hop records to skate to.
Yeah.
And YouTube will detect that.
That's always been the culture.
Yeah. And YouTube will detect that. But instead of like silencing it, I think I just get a royalty check, which I'd rather that. The fuck? If a video gets 1 million views and I get 1 million views check, that's, you know, probably a couple thousand. Now, don't get me wrong, streaming views, you get fucked on.
Right.
Oh, dude, yeah.
So I see what you're
it's
saying.
like location based. It's like so much shit.
YouTube has a thing where like you can contact the artist and check in with it.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they just do a flat
You just got to give the
strike.
distribution permission, and they kind of forward the message along. But if I do 1,000 streams on a song, I'm getting like $1.50.
From what, Spotify?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now listen to this. Spotify Premium users, they can download albums for free. I don't get the $10. I get like fucking $2. It's bad.
If
Dude.
someone downloads your album.
Yeah, they can get the whole album.
Is that why you pulled off most of your music from Spotify? I noticed that today when I was going through your
No,
music.
it's still
for the
there.
intro. No, not like it used to be. You don't have Sounds of the City Volume 2 in
Yeah,
its
it's
entirety.
all up there.
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
I swear to God, you only have 2 tracks on there.
Let me
Unless
see.
the desktop version is way different than the fucking mobile version.
Let me find out.
You used to have your shit.
I don't mean
You're
to
the
be-
only album that I have on my fucking iPhones because I bought your iTunes album. And so every time I plug it into my phone, immediately Apartment 9 comes on.
Yeah, so Sounds of the City, yeah, there's 12 songs on there.
Is there?
Yeah.
All right, then the desktop version.
Yeah, the desktop, it's mobile based. So as you see, like I have Sounds of the City 2, 1, Lost and Found 2, Is There a Problem? Then I have like the 2 singles that I did.
Yeah.
And then like if you go to like
See, the desktop version only had those 2 singles, Lost and
Yeah.
it did have the entirety of Lost.
yeah, I do have a Lost and Found Volume 3 coming out next year. It's just songs that never made projects. So like I don't like to let things sit. You know what I mean? So I like to put things out. But, fuck all that shit. Like, do I think I'm going to get into a prime spot? No, but I'm just happy to be a part of the program.
Yeah.
Tune in if you're not busy. That's all. It is what it is. The video itself will be released the day after on my social media, so you can watch it if you didn't catch it. I just recorded a new single the other day. I actually have a couple unreleased singles that, we're just trying to like strike in the right way, not like just put out a million tracks.
Right.
But I have like a song that's like, it's going to be an anthem around here, I promise you. But we're just waiting to do the right video. I just recorded a song yesterday called Welcome to My Slaughterhouse that's featuring my boy DK, and it's exactly what it sounds. We even did like a little at the end, like I acted like a reporter, like police have found multiple dead bodies in an abandoned house in a residential area, blah 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 blah. Your urge to keep your doors locked, stuff like that. So it kind of like tells a little story about it. And I never really wanted to go that route, but my manager goes, your sales are from Juggalos.
The distribution of content is so important. You can have the best product in the world, but how's anyone going to hear it unless you distribute it the right way? You know what I'm saying?
So I was going to ask you earlier, and I'm glad it came back up. I was going to ask you what drew you to going in the direction of like the Juggalos, Juggalas, Tech 9, Tech Heads or whatever. Was it growing up liking the music?
Yeah.
Or
sales and love.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do a hip hop show in the Middle East.
Because listen, you got fucking songs that should be on the radio.
Remember the days. For
Remember
sure.
absolutely,
Rockstar for
absolutely.
Sure.
And I loved it. I did a show with one of my friends. You already dropped his name, Steve Perkins, and we had you on, and it was sponsored by 96.9. And during
I talk shit to them
right before your last set, your last song on the set, you fucking you talk shit. Like, whoever the fuck from the street team's here, why don't you tell fucking Romero and Pebbles to promote local boys?
Yeah, especially Romero's from Everett.
Is he really?
Yeah, Romero's from fucking Everett, bro.
Get the
Went to Everett
fuck
High,
out of
bro.
here.
That's the thing, bro. Like, Romero's
Come
from
on.
Everett, but he rather
You're
play-
lying.
Yeah, and I know his cousin Fatty. I'm really good friends with his cousin Fatty. And he lives in Russell Street, and his little sister Jasenia. And I grew up with Jasenia, but Romero's from Everett, bro. And the fact of the matter is it's all about who's paying them. So they're getting paid to spin Drake 600 times a week.
Yeah.
And no problem with Drake. Shout out to Drake. He's probably one of the best in the game right now. And people give me shit because I give props what props is due. But you ain't fucking making music like him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Romero's from Everett. And
That's mind-blowing.
When I was on stage in 96.9 was watching, now I went in there with Underground Records, bro, and I had that crowd bumping.
Dude,
right?
you were fucking fantastic.
I had the crowd bumping.
You were fucking fantastic. The one thing that could have made that better is if Bone Thugs walked on right after. But their fucking openers had to be on and shit.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah.
And we had that crowd bumping. We had that crowd fucking chanting with us, this, that, the third. And when Hot 96.9 was there, I said to their representation, I go, you guys need to stop fronting on the local area because you could make this a very good climate, but you don't. You're playing Lil Yachty and shit like that. They're getting played in their hometowns. Their hometown DJs play these guys. Why not you guys play? They used to have like the Sunday Night Heat or something like that, or the Launch Pad or something.
Yeah, the
like
Launch
that.
Pad. Yeah.
But that was at 2:00 in the fucking morning, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? we lost 88.9. We lost a staple because 88.9 put a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
And 88 WERS, bro, we lost a fucking. That was a dinosaur in Boston. Like those dudes, Vinny Paz was there. Ed OG used to go there. Like all these dudes, and like, you know, when I started really getting out there, they shut down. You know, and don't get me wrong, the legends in Boston, they know who the fuck I am. You know what I mean? I've done shows with all of them. I played The Gathering. I was in the next room over from Esoteric and Vinny Paz in the same hotel. Nice. And Eso jumped out the whip to talk to us because he knew who we were. You know what I mean? And like, and that's love. You know what I mean? But are they helping? Are they promoting my music? Are they paying my bills? No. But respect to them for laying the foundation. I don't need these rappers. I don't make music for these rappers. They, right. If anything, they're one album sale or one stream. They're not. So to answer your question before I get into this crazy rant. The reason why I chose to go the Juggalo route is one, because I am them, I understand them, and I know how hard it is to be them.
See, I had said to you a couple years ago when we were talking about getting into the business side of it together, like, dude, yeah, you should be on fucking 96.9, and yeah, those motherfuckers packed up their shit and left as soon as you said that because they knew that you were right.
Yeah.
Face it, you're getting the most love from these fucking juggalos and these tech heads and shit like that.
All my sales,
you know, that's what I was saying to you at the Worcester Palladium when I had the peak coat jacket on, and you know,
all my sales are from them.
And now the fact that your boy Ned is pushing that on you, it's
shout out to Ned.
Hell yeah, dude,
bro. I call him at the most random.
That dude
times.
is a legend in this.
He's
city.
Responsible for 15 years of all these hip hop
underground
shows.
Legend. No, and you know, like. Nobody really knows.
Eminem played the Middle East, if anybody didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Him and Royce da 5'9", back when Slim Shady or Marshall Mathers, whatever the first album was, he was playing them.
Wasn't it a surprise show?
No,
it was booked.
He was booked.
Yeah. He was in the headline.
So the funny story about... No, he was. It was an Eminem show.
Was it?
Yeah, it was an Eminem show. Here's the funny thing about Ned. When I first met Ned, like, I didn't really like him. And I told him that already, so if he's watching, I love you, dog. I didn't really like him because I didn't understand him. And people hate what they don't understand. Yeah. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I was like, why is he making people sell tickets? That's fucking robbery. This they should just be paying artists. And then as you get into the thing, you get into like
the business
side of it. If an artist isn't bringing anybody, why do they deserve money?
What? What was that conversation we were having last week? The artist isn't bringing somebody.
Why do they deserve money? And that's a fact. Why should they not be responsible? The thing about selling tickets is, if you're so confident and you're in your hometown and you can't sell 30 tickets, you shouldn't be rapping.
And there's a bunch of like puffing your chest, big talk in the hip hop game too.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
I can't. It's like, okay, well then do it.
Yeah, if you're gonna talk the talk, then walk the walk.
I'm this. I'm that. I'm that.
Then prove it. If you can't get fucking 20 motherfuckers to show up,
you shouldn't be rapping.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't be on stage.
You shouldn't be doing anything. You should be doing something that actually.
Bro, it's the same thing in wrestling, and that's what blows my mind. It's like when these promoters book these fucking guys that you got fucking 30 people in the crowd.
Crazy.
It's like, yo, you're here every fucking month. Like, change something. Like, these dudes all live within a half hour of this venue. Like,
you're not getting over with the people.
Bro, when I fucking wrestled the Hardy Boys in Everett, with tag teaming with my boy Danny Miles, I sold 65 tickets.
And that's good.
Cash in here. That's good. I don't know how many walked up on the door or came and bought tickets at the door, but in my hand. Yeah, dude. The promoter was blown away. Didn't know.
I've never handed Ned back. I've never handed Ned back a ticket.
You never have, no.
No, and I've never handed you back a ticket either.
No, absolutely
You know
not.
what I mean? And I've never handed back the Palladium a ticket either. So when I first started,
and because you won't fucking give yourself credit, there's been times where you paid.
Yeah,
out of pocket for those.
Just gonna say that, just so
That's
just so I didn't let the promoter down, and so I could solidify my spot. Because if I say I can do something, say I come up short, I'm gonna make sure I don't come up short. Yeah. So like with Ned, he'd ask me, now that we're really good friends, he asked me, did you sell all those tickets? I beg, some of the shows didn't sell that well, and I did cover them. He goes, well, why didn't you tell me? And I was like, because I didn't want to let you down, and I didn't want you to question my. No matter what, I'm going to do my quota like I agreed to.
You're a man of your word.
Exactly. And now it's to the point where I know where to pick and choose my battles. So, like, if I do a Palladium show, I'm like, send me 100 tickets.
Right.
Gone.
Yeah, you have a huge following in the Palladium.
Yo, huge Juggalo following. World, gone. If Ned hit me up today and was like, hey, You tell the Funky Homo Sapiens coming through, you want to do the show, you have to sell 30 tickets. I tell them no, because my crowd's not coming to that. As good as Dell is, my crowd is not coming to that. If he hit me up and said, hey, Blaze Your Dead Homie and ABK are coming, can you sell 30 tickets? Yes.
Right. That's like me when I put you on the Bone Thugs show. That's your, I mean...
Bone Thugs is big in the Juggalo world. Juggalos love Bone Thugs.
Huge. They've done fucking numerous songs with them.
The only time I've seen Bone Thugs is at the Gathering.
Yeah.
And it was ridiculous.
Violent J
Right, but
said
I
it.
wasn't going to put you on the fucking Wyclef show.
No. I still
You
came.
would have loved to have been there because of all the women that were there.
I was still there.
But you were
I was
still
in the
there.
crowd.
Yeah, you were still there.
I was with my ex-girlfriend
Is
who lives on the
Wyclef
fucking...
Haitian?
Oh, you were
Is
there.
Wyclef Haitian?
Yeah.
All right.
Sac Passe. Shout out to all my Haitian people out there. All my, the Haitian Independence is January 1st. If you never had soup jumu, you're missing out. I have a lot of Haitian fans. I have a lot of Haitian friends and family. Sac Fete. That's just what it is, man. I got people from so many different cultures in my network. It's crazy.
Hell yeah.
But I'll never.
Do you know where else in the world your music is playing?
Yes.
You have to with Spotify, right?
Yes, I do.
Because I just recently, with Anchor tells you where your shit's being streamed.
I'll tell you right now.
This podcast is in 7 countries right now.
That's the beauty about it. Because
I mean, a couple of countries, only one person is listening, but
whatever. But you know
yeah.
what? Like at the same time, bro. Like a lot of countries are deprived of really good music, and like you know what I mean. And American anything is
it's such a gimmick. America
they
is a
love
gimmick. It's
So,
such a fucking gimmick.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
USA.
I'm gonna tell you right now, right? I'm gonna tell you what number Boston is on the people that listen to me. Okay, Boston is number 6, and I'm from here.
That's fucking bullshit.
Okay.
Nice,
That
dude.
is absolute
No, that's
you know
nice.
where my top
That's nice.
streams come from?
bullshit. No, hold on. 6?
That's
number
nice.
6. That's
No,
next.
we gotta change that.
Springfield and Dorchester are above Boston, right?
Wait, does it?
Tells you the
Oh,
top
jeez,
cities.
it
are
goes
way-
down that detailed?
Yeah. So
Is Everett separate or is Everett included in Boston?
Guys, I know you want to believe that Everett's its own thing, but I
Everett?
really would be very surprised if it was
Everett's not
lumped in
even in
Boston.
the top 40. Okay, and I'm from Everett.
Well, we are.
It's not even in the top 50. Revere is up there. Quincy, Dover, fucking Denver, Colorado. You know where my music is spun the most? You know where the top country that
Germany.
my music? Nope, Romania.
Romania?
Yep.
Yo, let's go to Romania.
My top city, the people that are spinning my
Yo.
music the most is Bucharest, Romania.
Bucharest, Romania.
I'm not even fucking lying to you.
Yeah, he's not.
Look at
Wait,
USA is number 2. Romania is number 1.
hold on. Let me see that real quick.
Go scroll down that shit, bro. You blow your mind. The first 2 fucking cities.
Bro, his first 2 cities are fucking
In
Romania.
Romania.
And then 3 is Dorchester, Massachusetts.
shout out to the
And
dot,
then
bro.
Number 4 is Romania again.
Bro, Romania
Bro,
fucks with Problematic, bro.
We gotta go to Romania.
I'll go there any day of the week.
You're the first city in Romania.
Stop.
Bucharest.
Everyone stop talking. Let the producer talk to you right now. Why don't we just have, the next time he's on, have one of these Romanians come on and talk on the podcast and talk to him?
Bro, if I'd love to know who in Romania is bumping my shit.
Bro.
Because I can't see the actual
What
person.
if we did exclusive call-ins from
Hey,
Romania?
if you're from fucking
2
Romania
or
and
3
you
people.
listen
That's
to
the demographic.
Problematic, you are welcome on this
we
show.
might have to do this at a weird hour of the day, but
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
Bro, we in COVID season is fine.
right?
Bro, look at this. All right, so Bucharest,
Bucharest is
Cluj-Napoca, whatever
3
the fuck.
times amount
The first
than the
fucking
second.
the first top 5 is Springfield. All right, number 1 is Bucharest. Number 2 is something I can't pronounce, Romania. Number 3 is Dorchester. Number 4 is Timisoara, Romania. Number 5 is Springfield. Okay, Romania, United Kingdom, Romania.
Bro, we gotta book
Bro,
a show in Romania.
Number 50 is Romania. 49 is Romania. 48 is Romania. Prague and Czech Republic. Fucking Atlanta. There's so many. Warwick, Rhode Island. Revere, United Kingdom, Mexico. I have a big Mexican following too.
Yeah.
I see a lot of Mexicans that listen to my music.
Imagine just a bunch of Mexicans and Romanians
Hold on,
hanging out at
yeah.
a show, just going crazy.
Bro, if I go to
Fuck that.
Romania, I'm telling you, it'd be a sellout show. Like all my royalty checks are pretty much
Could we
from
do
Romania.
a world tour where we just go to 4 different countries in 1 year?
I would love to.
It could just
1
we
year, I'd
can't-
love to do it in a month.
Right, but we can't afford that. You know what I mean?
We
So
can-
we'll
I
go to
can.
Mexico.
I'll
Yeah?
go- yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now's the time to do it.
Yo, man, I'll tell you right now.
Yo, I got
like,
travel credits. That's all I'm saying.
I got money since this whole COVID shit happened, bro. A lot of people have been buying merchandise. A lot of the streams
Hell
went
yeah.
up. Like,
Hell yeah.
They
I
got
got-
way more time to listen to him, man.
I have enough money to cover a fucking 2-month tour straight without getting paid. Now, if I was getting paid,
Oh, we're getting paid.
oh, of course.
We're going to different
Yeah.
countries. Hell
Bro,
yeah.
even if they just covered travel, I'd do it. You know what I mean? Travel and lodging, I'd do it.
Oh, the
You know what I mean?
experience.
Yeah, exactly. Just to do it. I mean, I'm not a cheap fuck. Like, I'll make money off merch. When I do a Palladium show, I see people that sell merch. They do like $100-$200. If that, I'm walking out with $2,000-$3,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, and
I've
that's
seen
why
you
I
sell
went.
out of shit.
And that's why I went the Juggalo route, because I understand them. I am one of them, and they respect that.
They're fanatical, but here's the
They're
thing.
collectors too.
They're fanatical.
And the girls. Whew.
They're fanatical, but also they just want to hang, man. They don't even want to be
They
weird,
just want a
dude.
conversation, bro.
Like
Going on?
they're fanatical, but you're not like a huge icon. Like you're not like a
Not yet, at least.
no, but like even if you are though, like they're very like
They don't care, but
they just want to chill,
they're
man.
They're not dick riders, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You know
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying. That's the
like,
difference.
I've watched Violent J walk by them, and they're like, "Yo, whoop whoop," like, and that's it. Doug, people go to the gathering, and half the time they don't even watch the performances. They're just there.
Man,
chilling.
next time you go, I could be your cameraman,
Yeah,
man.
hell yeah, bro. Like, oh, it's crazy. Like, it's such a good time. They don't dick ride you. They treat you like everybody else. And, I just love the
And you
women,
meet
too.
a bunch of different kinds of people.
Oh, yeah. All different
Huge
countries.
variety.
I got a kid named Jeffrey King. I don't know if he's watching this. But Jeffrey King, I met him. He's from North Carolina. I just shipped him out some merch the other day. Him and his pregnant girlfriend were there. And me at the gathering, I was walking around with hand sanitizer. I was COVID before COVID happened. And if you've been to a gathering, you're immune to COVID-19. But I was walking around with hand sanitizer, and his pregnant girlfriend just come out of the porta potty, and there's no running water. You know what I'm saying? Throw some pineapple juice if you got any left in
I
there.
got a little bit left.
I'll take it. She's pregnant, you know what I mean? Like whatever. And I gave them hand sanitizer. Next thing you know, they hit me up on Facebook, and they've been supporting me ever since. It's crazy. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
at the gathering, they'll look you up and be like they want to stay in contact.
Of course. You know
That's what
I mean?
that's what they do every year, man. It's very loyal.
They like the personable shit. They like to be personable with you. They like to walk by
And you're a
you.
personable person, man. None of this fake shit.
Yeah, no, I've had people come up to me and be like, "Yo, I know Problematic. Yo, come over here. I'll introduce you." And then they come over to me and be like, "Yo, what up, Matic?" I'll be like, "Oh, what's up, Brandon?" Like, whatever the fucking name.
Do they ever give a shit if you don't drink, if you don't smoke?
Nope.
Do they drink and smoke?
Yep.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
It's so nice, man.
They don't give a fuck. I've had dudes offer their girlfriends to me, bro.
At the
You,
gathering?
and you were
And
and you were
plenty
like,
of
I
shows.
do that.
Yeah, but I won't do it. That's the thing. Like, if a guy was like, "Yo, my girl loves you. Like, I don't care what you do with her," like, I'd be like, "Nah, I'm good, man," because that's a respect thing. Like, that's your girl, man. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna.
I
do
might
that.
take her away, man. I ain't trying to do it, man. You a fan. I ain't
Not
trying to take
even
away
that.
your
I don't
girl,
want you to
man.
go home with your heart broken and like, you know what I mean, and hate me. You know what I mean? It's not like that. You know.
Right, I need album sales, man.
It's not even that. I just love I love the love, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The love. That's the high. The love. You know what I mean? But
Eddie, you're gonna have to go. You know that, right?
Eddie's coming
What,
to the
to
gathering.
Romania?
No, to
Well,
the
we're going to
gathering of the
Romania.
Oh,
Juggalos,
the
dude.
Juggalos. I said it before to him. If I go to the gathering of the Juggalos, I better be on the card.
Bro, I'm telling you, I could
the
probably
wrestling?
get you in the JCW thing, man.
I bet you could.
Bro, Shane Douglas is there every year. Holler at him. You're friends with
I
Shane?
could just holler
The
at him.
franchise.
Yeah, I see. I feel bad fucking talking to these guys because I'm a nobody, but like
You're not a nobody,
They did so
you're
much
somebody,
for me.
man.
Like
You wrestled
You know what I mean?
hometown against the Hardy Boys, bro. If anything, you made it, bro. You know what I mean?
well,
Money
that is,
doesn't
that
mean
is
made
the
it.
thing. Like I've come to appreciate my time in wrestling more recently. Because yeah, I had knee surgery, and the fact of the matter is, they botched the fucking shit out of it. I think, and on top of
You
not,
wrestled at a show like after you recovered, and it just went right back to shit, right?
oh yeah, I popped it fucking 6 times. It popped before the
Yeah.
match started. During my entrance again, it's like what the fuck. You
You just
know
gotta sell it, man.
what was this fucking year and a half of recovery for?
Yeah,
Just to get-
sometimes.
you know, and like I could have gotten in better shape. I totally could, and I need to now. But
Sometimes wrestlers are scared to take time off because then your body learns to not do what it's doing.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
no, I needed the time off too. I think
Yeah.
it happened at a good time because I was gonna go through shit anyways, and wrestling would have just been not a distraction from the ultimate like reality, you know, and
For the WWE, 10 days on, 3 days off, 10 days on, 3 days
something
off.
like that. Who knows?
If you came back, Eddie, would you call yourself the Ultimate Warrior?
No.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
Banshaw.
Yeah. I got
Eric Ego, I didn't really like.
No, nobody did.
Yeah.
Nobody did. That was a long streak of being a heel.
Yeah. So you want to talk about COVID, man?
Oh, I did. Yeah.
What did you want to talk about COVID?
15 minutes, right?
Yeah. Well.
We only got 15 minutes left.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It's 10:40, so yeah, we got 15 minutes left.
If
so we
we're
might
being
as well.
responsible,
I'm just
you
gonna
know?
say this about COVID.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
right now,
well, first of all, the music industry. Do you think it's going to recover
Yes,
easily?
yes. As long as there's a population, there will be a music industry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wish I could say that about wrestling.
There will be a wrestling industry.
No.
There will.
A lot of people think this is the end of it.
WWE might be the end, but AEW is the next. AEW is doing very well. You know?
Depending on who you ask.
I mean, they're actually, you still see the blood and all that shit, you know what I mean? Just like anything, things die, come back. You know what I mean? Old rappers fade out, new ones come in. Old wrestlers fade out, new ones come in. The thing is that people like live experiences. So, you know, the music industry's never going to
Especially
die.
coming back after COVID, man.
Yeah,
They're
dude.
going to be hungry.
Bro, I'm telling you.
That's going to be a money grab when everyone can come back finally.
People live life by working 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 hours a week, right? And their decompression time is a live show, a wrestling show, a night out at a restaurant, this, that, and the third. This shit will come back around, bro. We made it through the Spanish flu. We made it through measles, mumps, and rubella. We made it through H1N1, Ebola, influenza A. We made it through all that shit. We're going to get through this. We are going to lose people. We lost 100,030 people in America. You know what I'm saying? That's what Worldometer says. Who knows if it's padded or not? It could be more, it could be less. We don't know. We never truly know because somebody's trying to push an agenda no matter what.
Yes.
So,
thank you.
you know, there's good and evils in the office. In the presidents, like the Congress, there's people that want the good. There's people that want the bad. Ultimately, money rules everything. So as long as money, as long as money is still going, we will have live shows. We will have, because the first thing people are gonna do, the first couple things that are gonna boom as soon as we get out of here, is the restaurant industry, the bar industry, the airline industry, and the live concert industry. Those are the four things that are just going to jump immediately. Because as soon as it's like, okay, it's good to go, vaccines out, we have a medicine with this, with that, people are going to be like, all right, I'm booking a flight to California, I'm booking it here, I'm booking it here. Oh, Tech Nine's coming around, Problematik's coming around, ICB's coming around, we're going here, we're going
Eddie, how
here.
many concerts do you have to cancel this year?
More than a dozen.
Bro, I am going to Texas Roadhouse the minute it opens. Fun Ruckers the minute it opens. Okay? These are things that I have on my mind. I'm like, look it. You know what I mean? Like, you know how many babies are going to be born out of this? Because people are home fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I miss fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do. You know what I mean?
It's going to be a lot of November and December babies, right?
Absolutely. Corona kids. You know what I mean? Like, that's exactly what it's going to be. You know what I mean? Instead of boomers and millennials, and it's going to be Corona kids.
Well, remember like they're called baby boomers from the 50s?
Yeah.
This is might be the next
It's gonna be the
generation
fucking Corona
of
life.
baby boomers. Like, there might be a bunch of
Corona
kids
life.
born at the same time.
Instead of it's
New
all-
suburbs being built.
Instead of all the men coming home from war, it's everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody
Everyone who was
stuck
left over.
inside.
Everyone who was left over.
There's also going to be a lot of divorce rates.
Oh, yeah.
You ever think about that?
Well, I actually, domestics is down in Everett during this.
I mean, that's because courts are closed.
No, domestic calls.
Domestic calls, yeah.
Did you think you were talking about domestic violence?
Yeah,
Me
yeah,
too.
no shit.
I thought you were saying that too.
Well, yeah,
Well-
domestic violence calls.
No, but I mean,
they're
like,
down.
you know, divorces and stuff.
Yeah.
The reason, like, this
Well,
is
yeah,
a
they used to
time.
call from work, Eddie. They call from home now.
This is the time right now that people are really getting to know who they're with, because they're home with each other all day. Now you get to see them 24 hours a day and get to figure out if you really like this motherfucker.
The shit you've been avoiding, even if you didn't know you were
Yeah.
avoiding it.
You're at work all the time. You don't get to see all the things. You guys actually get to miss each other. Now it's like, we don't miss each other. We're gonna see what happens. You know what I'm saying? So there's going to be a lot of pregnancies. There's going to be a lot of divorces. There's going to be a lot of true love. You know, there's going to be a whole lot of shit coming out of this. And I'll tell you right now, it's fucking, I can't wait for this shit to be over because
So
I'm gonna...
Meg just said on YouTube, I don't know about that. Most of my friends who are stuck at home with their men don't want to touch them with a 10-foot pole right now. Like, exactly.
Yeah, because they're like...
saying.
Coming from Miss Megativity herself.
Okay, but she's not wrong, though, because they're probably waking up like, I'm really with this ugly motherfucker. His dick game's whack. This shit,
Yeah, she might be right.
Who's Meg? Meg what?
It's a girl I work with.
Okay, shout out to you, Meg. Thank you for tuning in. And you're absolutely right, because motherfuckers are really whack. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, at the end of the day, I mean...
You got to have some new moves.
Exactly.
Right?
You got to know what to do. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm glad I'm
How
single.
you going to do it when she don't miss you now?
Yeah, I'm glad I'm missing the sex and stuff like that, but I'm also glad I'm not stuck in the house with somebody that I truly don't like. And that's a fucking... That's a motherfucker. God. You know what I'm saying?
That's a motherfucker
and they can't go nowhere
Great
because
time to
it's
be single.
COVID.
That's a motherfucker without a pandemic. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
no shit. But at least you can up and get out. You know,
It's the single life, baby.
no fucking shit. And the reason I'm single, I'll tell you guys right now. I fucking been in a relationship since I was 17 years old up until 30. And the last relationship I was in was with that fucking girl that lives on the street. And
The food's good. All right.
not all of it, just some. I do like some Haitian food.
All right, go ahead.
I'm Italian. I love
Actual Italian.
yeah.
Not an Italian. Actual Italian, not an Italian, okay?
I'm half Italian. I got Spanish and Portuguese. I also have Middle Eastern and I believe Jewish too in me. Like
Jesus, man. You get around.
There's German and everything, Irish, Swedish, everything in me. I'm a fucking mutt, but I'm mostly Italian, just the good side.
You're not a mutt, you're a
And
slut.
yeah, that too. You know, I haven't had sex in 3 fucking months, bro. Let me tell you, this is the longest time.
South
since I've
Italy
lost
or
my
Northern
virginity.
Italy?
Oh, Southern.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell it was Southern Italy?
I'm stuck with the Northern Italy.
Like we're talking Venice.
That's why I
and
don't have an
Naples, man.
OnlyFans, you know?
Venice and Naples.
You couldn't tell he was from the South?
My great grandfather Giuseppe's from fucking, you know, from Italy. So
Giuseppe.
yeah,
East
Giuseppe.
Everett, Southern Italy, you know?
His last name is fucking Ladano. You know what I mean? My grandmother's last name is Runzano. So it's like, it rhymes. You know what I mean? So,
And now you're a rapper. Mm-hmm. All right, buddy. So at the end of the show, man, we do something called Last Call. And usually I let Joe tell me what I'm taking a shot of.
oh, we're taking a shot?
Oh, you want to take a shot?
Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You have
hell
shot
yeah.
glasses?
No. We can use these glasses, though.
All right, just pour this one in here.
Right there. No, we got these right there. So what are we taking a shot of? We could do a mix. We can do something straight. I got...
I'm drinking clear, so can I take a shot of vodka?
Oh, you dirty motherfucker.
All right, let's
yeah.
go.
You do vodka, I'll do tequila.
Yeah,
Your poor Lyft driver.
I know.
Ooh.
I know.
So,
Tip your bartender.
thank you. Last
I'm
call.
going to give him just a tip after this cuts off.
Last call. I want to give you a chance to put everything you want out on the line. Say whatever you want. Promote your shit. Put your shit over. Just fucking, the floor is yours. Say what
All
you
right.
want.
Netfest Saturday. That is between 2 and 10 o'clock at night. 2 and 12 o'clock at night. You catch me performing with DJ Slipwax. October 29th, I'm with Tech 9. I got another show at Redman and Method Man in October, but I don't know what the date is right now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I got a new single dropping in the next couple weeks. Another one that just came out called "Is There a Problem?" You can get that on every platform possible. You can holler at me at facebook.com/problematic617, problematicmusic.com. Dick pics are $4.99 a pop. It's very beautiful. I have the best circumcision line this side of the Mississippi. And you said say anything I want.
Hey, go, buddy. It's
Anything-
all you,
anything
man.
I
It's
want.
all you.
You know what I mean?
He makes it
anything
sound
I
like it's
want.
wearing a Shakespeare shirt, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you know what I'm saying?
It's fluffy.
But I do want to say thank you to Eddie. It sucks that Joe couldn't be here. I don't know Joe personally, but I know plenty of good things about him.
Yeah.
You know, get your health right, brother, and
Yep.
you know, hopefully we can get you back on the show. I might come back. That's up to Eddie.
Hell
And,
yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Just make sure that you're staying safe out there and enjoy your lives because we're here for a good time, not a long time.
Hell yeah. All right, man. So everybody, thank you for tuning in. Anybody listening live or listening on
Are we
the
taking this
podcast?
shot?
Oh, we're going to, baby.
Okay, let's do
86bartender.com. Please like, subscribe, share. more people that know what we're doing here, trying to raise some money, the better. I actually got some donations during the show, so we are.
And what are these going towards?
So 86 Bartender, I didn't even explain this shit to you. 86bartender.com is a website that me and Joe started. And we have service industry workers from all over the fucking Massachusetts area, Boston area, Mass area. And it's in subcategories by neighborhood. So the idea is we want people to, like, you know, when you're having a meal, having a drink at home, go in there, tip somebody from the neighborhood that you frequent back in regular life.
So raise
you
money
know?
for people that are out of work because of this shit.
But there's also a tip jar that if you want to just donate to the entire cause, you throw money into the tip jar. And when we hit our goals, we distribute the money equally to everybody that signed up. So the last week, live on the Twitch and the YouTube, we were able to give 10 people, the first 10 people that signed up, $50 each.
Hey,
you know, and the next goal is $1,000.
That's more than what most people are doing right now.
It's something, man. If even like the way that me and Joe
They're
like
not
to put
allowed
it,
to work.
Yeah,
that's how you're supposed to use your platform, man. I'm proud to be part of something like this. So if any donations came in today, like, that makes me more happy than anything.
Hell yeah, man. And like the thing that me and Joe like to stress is, like, if we hit that $1,000 donation, and even if we were able to send, like, whoever signed up to the site $20-$25, like, at least we paid for dinner tonight.
Yeah, send me the link,
You know?
the donation link, so I can donate something tomorrow.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you, man.
You know,
and I'd like to make this maybe a, once a month thing.
You can bring me in, man. I'm here.
Dude, this was, I think, the most edgiest podcast we did. And,
Whatever, man.
It was hilarious, but I had a great time, buddy.
I reserved a lot of stories because it's never a one and done.
Never want to blow your load on the first time.
You know, maybe I'll talk about people I've fucking punched at shows and shit next time.
Depends on how much vodka I think.
This one's
buddy.
for everybody out there that's working on the front line.
Hell yeah.
Head spinning from the weed in the purple potion. On the mic, hitting waves like I surf the ocean. On any coast, and I kill it, so go and flip the token. For many years, I've been spreading my voice to try to push me to the side, but I'm too heavy to hoist. A legend like Royce, reppin' never let them rejoice. I was born into my profession, it was never my choice. When it come to running laps on these cats, I'm Kathy Freeman. So much crack in these raps that I spat, I had them fiending. My eyes on the prize, and I'm stretching the touch. And I won't stop till the world finally rests in my clutch. Any obstacles I face, they got left in the dust. I put my faith in my rhymes, in this rhythm we trust. Live it up.
When you decide to be something, you can be it.
Unstoppable.
When I was your age, they would say, you become cops or criminals. Today, what I'm saying is this. When you're facing a loaded gun,